video sample or like how the customer clients' floors would look like. It's great.
No, that's awesome, bro. I mean, the world's going to change in a matter of a blink of an eye for a lot of people. I
Yeah.
mean,
Everybody except
it
your brother. Your
really
brother
is.
probably still need a little help though.
Say that again.
Everybody except your brother, my brother, your brother, my brother are tech. Ooh, they're handicapped on that end. Hey, how do you turn this on? Plug it in, and then hit the power button. Oh, okay.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. What am I
Once they get the hang of it, though, man, they're my brother and like you said, like your brother, they get going on the user end, like using it. They're really good. Like the technical side of it, like if
right?
shit goes, if it breaks, they have to know what to do, and they have to be shown what to do first, and then they get it.
And that's a lot of thing with a lot of people, bro. They got to be shown first. Like that's with me. I can't have someone read a book to me and tell me some things like that.
Yeah,
It doesn't work. I have
yeah,
to have the hands-on experience to be able to say, "Hey, okay, I got it." A lot of people
yeah,
don't. Don't.
yeah. That's what my brother is. He's more of the labor guy. I mean, meaning like anything hands on, hell, he does it.
That's crazy. I'm finding out some things about here on StreamYard too, bro. With the StreamYard thing, like I can know you can put your messages on your phone and not have to worry about them being on the screen. I'm
Yep.
learning a lot of things about AI and what's being applied out here in the world with it. So
This
stocks,
one thing that my brother taught me, where he was showing me yesterday. So whenever he's having like a live stream or anything, video or picture, he showed me where he can highlight something and have it zoom out. So it basically emphasizes on the screen what you're looking at, and it pops it up. Also, he'll highlight like on a live video or live stream or whatever it is. He clicks something and it tells him what that product is, how he can get it, where it is called, whatever. Everything on that little product. It's cool as hell.
and the other thing, Epoxy, is that there's so many brains out here. They got so many
Yeah.
ideas. I mean, you guys see me, the shit that pops up out of my head so quick.
Yeah.
Imagine 100 other people like me that
Yeah.
have these ideas just running through their brain 24/7, and have never had a way to put it out or be able to apply it. This
Well,
changes the world for all of them.
you need to put them in reality. Just don't say it out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Put them in the reality. See what happens, man. It's like with anything. When I started with my business, of course, I was scared. It's always, because you're putting all your marbles in one basket, and I did it. You do it, and you never know. You put it, and you have ideas, and you got to put them into reality to see what works for you, what you need to change, and even if it doesn't work out, like at least you attempt it, and you know you're gonna attempt it when you have the courage to do it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what got me with this because, I'm working in this job that I'm working, and I see these guys struggling on some of the tools and some of the stuff they're using. And it's like, you guys are struggling way too hard. I got an idea in my head, it'll work, but applying it is the biggest problem for most people.
Yeah, yeah,
The idea, getting it out there is the hard part. That's where it becomes a trouble. Other than that, ideas are great. Like, and I'm with you on that. Keep them quiet. Keep them quiet. Don't let people know because once people know the idea of thought,
yeah,
like I said that 2 or 3 times. Let's take Raw
yeah,
Company.
yeah.
A couple years ago, I texted a guy, emailed him a thought process of something that would be good for him to have because they didn't have it at the time. Guess what? This past year, he rolled it out as part of his product line.
Mm. So yeah, sometimes you gotta be quiet.
I still got the email. I still got it from where I sent him the idea. I could legally probably go with it and say, hey, I gave this idea. I got a written documentation of it, but I don't really care. It's already out there. It's in use and it's actually applicable. So it worked for me in my brain. It's out there. So
Yeah.
The papers have a glue strip on them, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
sometimes when you tear a paper, you like have to restart the whole joint and redo it because the paper tore in half. Well,
Yeah.
I literally made him the suggestion of making rolls of just the glue strip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people can cut them off and glue and strictly, stick everything together. And what
Yeah.
happened? He ended up coming out and producing it and making it, and now it's a part of his line. So
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta be quiet, Einstein, and then just put it out there and patent it and see what it does for you.
yeah, but then I'm also worried about the patents and stuff, bro. Because everything I've learned lately with the patents is not the patent stuff, not to put it out there on record or anything, because they can take it from you.
That is true too. I guess, man. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know what to tell you then.
Well, you take the I forget the plastic guy, the guy who makes diesel out of plastic, who created the machine and everything. He's got all his paperwork, all his writings, all his schematics, everything that he built for this. He didn't put them online and didn't put them in the registry, because as soon as they're in the registry, someone else can change one little thing on that and make it their own. And let's say you have the idea, you put it out there, it's for a Ford vehicle. Let's just say, for example, it's something that's going to make you millions, or it's something that's going to help out save a fuel efficiency on the vehicle. Say you put out the idea and you go to patent it. Well, now your schematics and everything are online. People can see this. Ford has enough money that they could change one little piece to make it work for them. Now they patent it, and now they got all the rights to it, and you're screwed because your idea is inferior to theirs. Theirs works better, therefore they get the trump card on it, and it really sucks.
That's why you got to have a lawyer. That's why you have to have a lawyer to write up your patent for you. Make sure he gets all the details correct.
No. It doesn't matter about that, Poxy. It doesn't matter. Your schematics and your stuff that you build are specified for what you built.
Yeah.
Okay. You can look at schematics all day online. You can look at different types of blueprints.
No, I
You
get
can
that.
modify that blueprint to make it work for your system, to work for your business or whatever. And therefore now that model is yours because you changed one thing different than theirs. It's crazy on patents and stuff, from what I understand. So you got to be very careful when it comes to that. I try to be dumb, Epoxy. I really try to be dumb a lot. But the better of me takes, part.
No, I get that because I remember when Nintendo came out with their Wii U, and they came out with the Wii U, and then PlayStation came out with the motion control as well, and then Xbox did. I get it. It's the idea, like I guess the original idea of Nintendo doing it on the hardware. I think it's more of on the inside of the hardware, and what they use is what they patent. But the idea of it, I get it. It can be customized to a different platform, to a different, I guess, a different use, which they did. The PlayStation, Sony, and Xbox, they did use a whole different way of using it. But yeah, I get it. I get it.
So I don't know. Like I said, when it comes down to those things, you got to be very secretive with it. That's all. That's all. It really what it is. You got to be like hush hush. It's government back files. Top secret. And boom, you good.
Damn, I got hungry.
I just ate breakfast, man. That was good.
What you eat?
Oh, I went to Wawa.
Okay, Wawa? Breakfast at Wawa? Hell no, my son.
Listen, they have the basic bread, egg, and a meat sandwich that isn't processed, but it ain't that processed like McDonald's and shit, right?
Processed, but it ain't that processed.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't. It tastes like real food when you eat it from there.
It's bad for you, but as long as you got something in your system.
Yeah. And then of course my coffee. I had to go get my coffee, bro. I can't live without that shit. It's like my crack, bro. It's the worst thing I've ever got addicted to. and I can't let it go, bro. Coffee, it's so fun.
Mine, my to go breakfast before like the mornings when I go work out is bowl of oatmeal. Like I, it's like straight up oatmeal. Like so, I boil the water and then pour the boiling water into my bowl, drain it out, and then put some bananas, blueberries, strawberries, brown sugar, peanut butter, and a little bit of honey, and just stir it up. And then a side of a Greek fat-free Greek yogurt, man.
Oh, that
Uh,
sounds good.
that's power. That's energy. I mean, it's because
Yeah,
of my the oatmeal and the all the ingredients I put in it. It's a fast carbs, so they
right.
break down quick, and I can use it for energy. And then the rest of the
Yeah,
day, I mean, I got my metabolism shooting up, so I can eat whatever.
I get surprised with peanut butter, bro. Peanut
Oof.
butter and cereals has changed my world. I'm
And
telling you.
cereal?
Listen, I had an ex-girlfriend who would feed me like all kinds of stuff. She kept me healthy. I always got fresh foods, nice meals for breakfast, dinner, lunch, whenever I was at home, not working. So one day I was sitting there and I didn't want to get up out of bed. She goes, I'll make you some breakfast. I said, okay. So she goes in the kitchen, comes back with a bowl of cereal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this bowl of cereal had like 3, 4 different types of cereal in there.
Oh
It
damn!
had peanut butter all around the rim of the bowl. Then syrup and what else did she put on it? Like the flakes of coconut in there. Bro, it changed my world eating peanut butter with your cereal. You have to try it.
I'm not
It's
trying that. That's a lot of damn sugar. That's a lot of damn sugar. I'm not
oh,
trying that
bro, it's
shit.
so awesome.
My
So
teeth are
awesome.
hurt. That's on my teeth. My gum. It's like it's sensitive as hell to that. Most likely that syrup because it's like it's real sugary. So it just messes with my teeth. My teeth are sensitive like the high sugar. That's why. Like I'm not. It's not that I wouldn't try it, but I would. It's just my
I
teeth
believe
are
it. I
sensitive.
believe a lot
Yeah,
of people are sensitive to sugar like that. I'm not. I
yeah.
drink sugar like water, bro. I don't know. I should be diabetic. I really should be
My brother's
diabetic.
the same way. He's the same way, man. He eats that sheets sugar like left and right at night. In the morning, he's thin, and like he's not diabetic.
Yeah. I met an old man who I know and really nice dude. He's had to go to the doctor here recently because of some medical issues.
Yeah.
And the doctors tried to tell him that he's gonna become diabetic. Now this guy, 80 years old, 80 something years old.
Oh,
If he don't stop drinking Pepsi, he's gonna become diabetic, right?
yeah.
This old man looked at the doctor and said, I guess you don't know me that well, doctor. I said, I drink this every day, at least a 12 pack a day. If I was going to become diabetic, I would have became diabetic a long time ago.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
true. It's true. And I think that's more
Man,
of a genetic.
that's the thing, man. A lot of people that get that age and they have, I guess you can call them bad habits, but everybody has a different body type, and we're all wired differently, and then they take certain things that you eat and do different. Like
Yep.
my grandma's brother, he passed away from he just passed away as soon as he got off the moonshine tequila, but he's been drinking it every single day. When the doctors told him to get off of it, that's when he went. Not right away, but he built up something on his kidneys and his liver, and they sometimes then one doctor will tell you, hey, you're a little bit away from being diabetic, but then another doctor will tell you, oh, you're fine. And so it's like I guess it's wherever you go, man. They have like these guidelines that they go by.
Hey, doctor, all that is guess and go.
Now,
All
I'm
that
not
is.
saying that they're wrong, and I'm not
Yeah.
saying I wouldn't listen, but I'm saying what I'm saying is that I know for certain things, different practices have different, I
Rules.
guess, I guess numbers that they use to say that you're diabetic, cholesterol, and this and that. Now, if he's like doing surgery on me because I have something that he needs to remove, like I fully trust him on that. But I'm not saying the doctors are wrong.
All right. Yes, sir. I'll make that, bro. Yeah, I got plenty of time to work on it. You gave me a full day to work on it. That's great. Not last 30 minutes. He always does that, Boxy. He always
What?
does that. No, my
What?
brother, he just texted me. He goes, "Can you make me a thumbnail for Memorial Day?" I'm like, "Yeah, finally." He gives me a day advance notice, not like 30 minutes to an hour notice.
Is due tomorrow?
Yeah, to do tomorrow. So I got plenty of time to deal with it. Well, like when he hits me up, He'll be over like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm just not getting off work. Can you make a thumbnail? I'm like, yeah, hold on. So I'm in and working. I'm sending it, making it, and then I'll send it to him. He's like, yeah, but can you change this? I'm like, okay, hold on. Another 10 minutes. I send it to him. Oh, wait. Can you change this? I'm like, bro, it's getting closer to your time, bro. It's getting closer to your time.
He'll probably tell you shut the fuck up and just do it.
No. That's why I'm making these templates for, man.
Okay.
I'm making these templates so it makes it easier. Like if I don't get a chance to do it, you know, he can do it. And you know, like say you want something for your show or you want to run a show or whatnot, you know, it makes the template easier for you to be able to build a background or a thumbnail for yourself in less time that it would take you to do it, you know, just thinking about it. At least that sets up the process, the thought process on how you're going to use it. So the title, the action, the character, the colors, the you know, the background, you know, it gives you all those levels, so you make it real quick. So you just fill them in, pop it in, then you get a prompt. You take that prompt and rebuild it as an image, and you're done, bro. You're done. So
did your brother get used to? Did your brother get used to using the laptop now?
I'm supposed to go over there today. He's supposed to, I think he's supposed to pick me up. I'm supposed to ride my bike. I forget which one if he can't pick me up. Let's go over there and set some things up and help him out. So, but I think you're getting too much power.
He has a lot of power in that damn laptop, man. That's a lot of power. Well, that's the thing, though, Einstein. I wasn't gonna be able to use it, man. And if I didn't use it, I would have been more pissed off because it would have just been sitting there collecting dust, and which I really.
It's fine. It's fine, homie. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, you gave the man too much power, and he don't know how to use it. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. He's smart enough to get around it and like make it usable. Damn, the things he can do with that computer, I have to teach him, man. I have to teach him. And that's one of the reasons why I made this as well. For him, easier for him. So all he has to do is copy, paste it, put in ChatGPT, fill out the information that to be filled, and he can pop in a scene, and then he can use I got a surgical prompt.
Yeah.
So the surgical prompt is basically after the thumbnail's built, you can now say, hey, I only want this changed, or change this, and change this only, or do this. And it specifically keeps the format of the thumbnail and everything, but only changes the specific items in the thumbnail that you want. Because I've come into a lot of situations where I say, hey, change this or do this, and then it changes the whole thumbnail. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't tell you to do that. I told you one thing. So now in our chats and stuff and our previous information that she gathered, she noted one time that goes, yeah, I understand that you hate being aggravated about changing the background and locking in the likeness. So I will keep in mind that I will not change that no more for you. I'm like, yeah, bitch, that's the way it goes. Listen to your daddy.
Have it call you daddy from now on.
I might. I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny as hell, man. Yeah, because I started messing around with. I started talking to ChatGPT like how I would just talk to anybody. And the way it gets the point across.
It understands better than a human.
Yeah,
it understands better than a human. I'm not hating on you, bro. I'm not hating on you. You just wake up late, bitch. You just wake up late.
Oh, you talking about your brother?
Yeah, he goes, quit hating about
we were talking
him.
We were talking shit about Scott for a whole hour.
He's too scared to get up here. He ain't ready. He been awake all night. I think they ended the show like around 1:00 last night. Someone's around there.
I think that's about
hopping on.
Yeah.
Seen that they're live. Nope, nobody was up. I was gonna run the feed, but then I was like, if he ain't up, he ain't gonna restream it. So never mind.
Yeah. I went and got some popcorn and everything. I was gonna come back on the live, and bam, Bob was on there. I think him and Bob were the last ones on.
Yeah. That's what I caught at the end. So actually, I didn't catch that. I had to rewind to see where it was, just in case they got bombed or something. So
I think they got. Was it earlier that day that happened?
Yeah, I think earlier that day it happened to him.
That's just strange, man. These are adult people doing that, man. I mean, I know why they're doing it.
I'm agreeing with my brother on one thing. I wish that YouTube would follow the implications that TikTok does.
What is that?
TikTok penalizes the person who does it, not the channel.
I agree with that.
But it's YouTube should look at that, because in the factor that the host is doing everything to refrain from anything happening bad, he's doing his job. He cannot control the panelists.
Right.
I think that's where YouTube needs to change that thought process of it and start going after the panelists who do those. But see, a lot of the things is these things that happen. That's why I mentioned the other day, appeal. You can report these people. You can appeal, the stuff going on by just reporting it to YouTube, and YouTube will handle it with them, in a manner. So you can go against the person. If you got their name, their info, what they did, you can report them, and YouTube will go against them and maybe strike their channels and their accounts. But TikTok does it way better. TikTok doesn't even ask and force anything. They know they're watching. They seen that somebody came and did that on there. They go after that person instead of after the host.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It is, but due to the partner programs and all that YouTube has in place with big entities, it's a different factor. It's a total different world. So I like to understand the legal part of shit, man.
True.
The reason is because then I know how, what, where, and when to do, or maybe how to escape the situation that I'm in. And I always like learning the legal processes. And like I said, it's crazy though. I don't know. They should be the ones in trouble, not the host.
Man, I'm trying to see if I can find a good deal on some tools for Memorial Day. I doubt I'm gonna find any though.
Why not? They always run sales.
Yeah, they got sales, but it's like, honestly, it's like $20 off. It ain't doing a damn thing to me. Need a toolbox.
I got one. I gotta. Oh man, I gotta add this one. I just seen what you got on yours. I have to do mine. I love the bobblehead bobs I got.
What do you call Bob?
Bobblehead bobs.
For Memorial Day?
Huh? No. Just for some reason, ChatGPT has made it Bob, to be a little bit of a bobblehead every time I make him.
Oh.
And I've kept it as part of the field. So you see, look at his head.
I see it.
Not like yours, where it's proportionate to the shoulders. It's half the size of the shoulders.
That left one is too muscular. You gotta get rid of that.
No, that's actually off of Rambo, man. That's actually off the.
No. That's Rambo 2. Mine's more realistic. That's Rambo 1. That's Bob.
Yours?
Look at my Bob. Look, did you read the description?
Easy, man. Look at this.
Read the description. Read the description on mine.
Hold on. I think I did. It said.
Oh, you did?
Let me look at it real quick. Let me pull it up. Hold on, because I can't see it on that little tiny thing. Even if I pull it up, it's too small. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Because you sent it to me by messages, right?
Yeah, text.
Yeah, there it goes. It said they sent him on a mission and set him up to fail. They were correct. He still failed. They were dealing with a podcasting pilot who owned watermelon plantation. Oh, hell no. Let me see. I'm getting yelled at. Hold on. I'm getting yelled at. Hold on. Okay. I got you. Listen, I still have to get. Who is it do I have to get? Oh, I got a picture of Epoxy. I got a picture of Nazes. I got a picture of Black Bear. I got a picture of Bob. I got a picture of who else? That's 4.
Dave.
You. I got a picture of me. I don't need me. I'm gonna put y'all in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want me to add Eric or no?
He's gonna say no. He's gonna say no.
I'm just dying because I don't want to hear him whine about he didn't. I'm not trying to pick on the kid. I just don't want to hear him get upset because he wasn't included in the picture. Let me put it that way. Let me reword my words. I don't want to make it sound like, I want to pick on the kid, and I'm not. I'm over all that shit. But I just want to make sure we're adding him or not, since he's part of the team. So just make sure. I'll put him in the background in the doghouse.
Oh, he's back in the team now?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen or heard from him since I had an issue, and I want to talk to him about it again, but I haven't seen or heard from him. So he was on the panel yesterday of y'all's on Bob.
He don't care.
He was on the panel, Bob. So
he don't care, dude. Eric, I'll tell you what, Eric, like based on everybody that we've had on the panels in the past and the year and almost the year that Gospel of Bob has been up, Eric takes it good, man. He takes it good. He dishes it. He that's Eric. That's his character. That's who he is.
Yep.
And that's how he is. Everybody else, they get petty and go do some dumb shit and talk about people and do crazy shit. Eric doesn't, man. He sticks to what he is.
Yeah, I give him that. It's just with him, I have a few things that irk me that I don't allow in my type of circle of people, and that's it. If he could change and correct that, life will be easier for him, not for me. Sort of say. And those just a couple of those things that I've seen in the short period of time that I've known him has I don't know how to put it without being rude, or had me in disgust. Let me just put it that way. Other than that, he's a great person. Like you said, he gives comedy. He takes hella stupid shit on this internet, bro. I would have deleted myself if I had to deal with half the shit this kid puts on himself.
We don't want to do it, but we don't want to do it. We don't want to like make fun of him or anything. But Bob shoots us a text and tells him, "Hey, go ahead and shoot him." All right, cool. We shoot him.
Yeah, and it's game, and he's game for it. So he is a true jester, okay? And not saying anything in a bad way. Eric is a true court jester. Bob, hold on, Bob. Stay there. Don't go nowhere, Bob. Don't go nowhere, Bob.
We weren't making fun of Eric. We called him. I just called him a good person.
Yeah, we're not making fun of Eric.
We're
actually complimenting the kid and talking about
based on everybody that we've had on the Gospel of Bob. He's been true in, true out. He's never gotten petty with him. He's never attacked us personally. And he's still here, man. He's a good person, and we always tell him that. We just hit him whenever he gets like a little brother. Whenever he gets out of hand, it's like smack him across the head a little bit.
I ain't smack him across the head, man. I have to chop him up and respect him back on a platter to make him right. That's just me. I don't know. I just listen. The kid's good.
Yeah,
he's an excellent dude on the internet, and like I said,
he means well.
I don't know how else to say it, but he is everyone's court jester, and he plays the role phenomenally. There's nothing wrong with that. To me, it's some of the executions as far as the way he does things that affect that. Other than that, he's a great kid, man. I can't say nothing about it. Like I said, I've made so many thumbnails about the kid, and he just laughs at it, And I think they're the most disrespectful thumbnails that I can put on somebody so far. And yet he gobbles it up, smiles, and he's like okay with it and keeps on going with the flow. So the kid's good. I can't say nothing wrong. Bob, get out your feelings we know that your son. Stop it. You can't always protect him, Bob. That's what we're trying to say. And I don't want to go on and talk about it, but the kid is good. He's a good person to have around for comedy. I'm gonna say that. So
who is a great man? All I see is fuck you, Eric. Is a great man. He's saying fuck Eric? Is that what he's saying? Fuck you, Eric. So. Okay. You must be mad today. Bob must be mad today.
He's a great man.
Who's a great man? Like, Eric, is he calling you a great man? I think he's calling you a great man. He's saying fuck you, Eric. And I think he meant Einstein is a great man. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah. He forgot to put the Einstein in them. He only did the is.
Yeah, he's probably flying the plane and trying to text at the same time. Don't do that, Bob.
Son of a bitch. Hey, passengers, if you're listening right now in the back on the plane, the driver of the plane, the pilot is texting and driving. Just to let you know, that wasn't turbulence, okay?
Bob hits one of those like in the news, like when those little vans that run in the runway and they get hit. Yeah. Eric is shit. Oh, Eric is the shit. Like, so you're calling Eric shit? Eric is the shit. Like, what type of shit is he? I don't get it, Bob. I don't get
Bob, it. Get up here. Get out of church and get up here, Bob. It's way past church. You're an hour out of church. Get up here. If Eric not, phone down and listen to the sermon. Okay, Bob? Because I don't know. I think you're on the East Coast. I think you might be on the East Coast, right?
East Coast. Well, I know he said he was from the DMV area, but I don't know where he is today.
All right, so he's East Coast. Yeah, church is over with, bro. Get on the mic.
I'll be close to his area.
But yeah. So I don't know, Bob. This is Bob. Gospel of Bob. It's so easy to get Bob though. Bob, the faces of Bob are never gonna stop.
Bob Zuka.
I think we can make a full on like museum with it, bro.
Yeah. Archive.
An art what is it? Where they do the art, they sell the art?
Yeah.
We could do one of those.
Put him on a Godzilla, Bobzilla.
Oh, Bobzilla.
Yeah. He's just tearing up YouTube. Yeah. Bobzilla.
Sorry, Bob. You're about to go to Godzilla.
Do the Last Supper and then have Bob in the middle with the long hair, and then have like Sky Nays and everybody, and then have that mysterious person, the person that did the betraying.
I got it better, dog. I'm gonna have Skywalker as the Jesus in the center, right?
Yeah.
And you know where they got the picture of the Mary or whoever's like cleaning his feet or whatever, whatnot. I'm gonna have Bob down there cleaning Skywalker's feet.
No, a little. He might disagree with the little blasphemous. I don't know.
Double table. And everybody standing over the table looking like, what's going on? I'm so horrible, bro. AI made me a demon. I like really, really bad. You can join your damn self. I'm not to add you. I think you can join yourself, right? Yeah, you can join. I ain't joining you because I don't know if you like to be joining or not.
I'm already up here.
Okay, I didn't see you.
You just can't see me because you got the landscape. You got the. That's how you got the view.
Yeah.
That's why. So y'all need to make a Bob gallery.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A Bob gallery.
Yeah.
Why doesn't this guy just back up into the driveway
and put it on display on the channel?
All right,
as a feature.
I'll make one. And then we can really make them and sell them.
You should put Bob as the Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa?
Yeah.
The Baba Lisa.
Baba Lisa. Where is his ass at, man? Why ain't he up here?
He's in church still, man. Bob's in church right now.
Eric is a piece of shit. You're right. You're right about that. A piece of shit.
I thought he said eat
And y'all
shit,
gave
but
him,
no.
and y'all gave him too much credit because he has personally attacked us. So y'all gave him too much credit.
Who? What? Who did?
Eric, y'all gave him too much credit because he has personally attacked us.
I didn't say nothing about personally attacking y'all. I didn't say nothing about that. I
Oh,
just
well,
said
you just
he
didn't
takes
do it
it.
on another channel.
He's a jokester and he's a jester and he takes it well as far as being.
No, he
That's
doesn't. He's just drunk half of the time, so he don't know what's going on. What are you talking about?
exactly.
That's not
Hey,
taking it. That's taking it by force, I guess, against his will,
yes.
because he's drunk. The spirits are taking over him. You know what I mean? The spirits enter his body in all kinds of ways. You know, yeah, that's what happens. Into a spirit enters holes that they shouldn't be in. Yep, that's what happens. These fucking people, man, they don't leave. They don't go to church here or something like that. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that they all go to church around, you know?
All the fucking parking spots are full over here. My apartment complex is supposed to be empty. Fucking dick suckers. Now you motherfucking ass wants to go. Come on, Amazon. Fuck, you better drop something off for me, bitches. Oh, I'm going off too much, my man. What's up, y'all? How's y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Memorial Day weekend, man. What's up?
It's
Y'all want to
Sunday.
go
It's
do it?
Sunday, man. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's Memorial
It's
Day weekend.
Sunday.
Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go do a mid 40 takeover in the streets? That's what we should do. Fuck a
Shit,
team
no,
takeover. You know what I mean?
a mid
You know what I
40
mean?
takeover. I
Yeah,
don't know.
fuck
I
a team.
gotta stretch out those Achilles, guy. I don't know. I don't know. I have
we're
time.
gonna
Good. I don't know if I can
we're
sprint
gonna
off like that. They might go.
Well, don't worry about that. They'll catch me. Y'all just get away. I can't run anyways.
No, we can't leave you behind.
Right,
We gotta have you. Push him down to the ground,
okay.
or Einstein. He's gonna be the deterrent.
Yeah. Yeah, they push his
Not to
ass
do
down.
anything to him,
They'll
bro.
stop chasing us.
He's the one that's running in the back, the slow one. So we don't even have to do nothing. Just keep on running. You don't have to trip him. No, he ain't getting that far. It's okay.
Hurry up, Sky.
Y'all ain't
Hurry
shit,
up.
man. This how y'all treat me. I ain't fucking shit. Fuck y'all.
We're gonna have to backpedal, and we gotta have to put him on somebody's shoulders.
Mm.
Have these little scooters running around instead of running. Then we ain't
Yeah.
got to run.
Oh, they
Yeah, I
know I
gotta get
run
the
it, bro. We
scooters.
can't have that. We can't have that.
Just
We
get
can't have that.
e-bike. Rent one of those like city bikes, e-bikes, and then just use those to do a takeover.
That's what they do anyways.
Yeah, I
Shit.
seen that. That was they're using the city zone bikes and shit to cause chaos and shit.
Mm-hmm. Which is really stupid, you know what I mean? Because you're paying for it. You know what? I think about doing. I don't know if I could do it though. Yeah, I think you have to have a house. I mean, well, not a house, but like
Hey,
a
what do you want
garage
the
and
main
shit.
subject to be about that for tomorrow?
I don't know, Memorial Day weekend. Shit, Memorial Day. 250. Birthday. Country's
No,
birthday,
that's in
250,
January.
man.
That's
What are
in
you talking
July.
about?
That's in July.
Oh, it's Memorial Day.
250th birthday's in July.
Yeah, but they're celebrating it tomorrow too, Memorial Day. Memorial Day,
Memorial Day is
man.
different.
Goddamn.
Memorial
So
Day's for
what?
the
It's still I'm walking around. I just now left a couple places. They got 250th year. You know what I mean? Shirts. Memorial Day. 250. So what are you talking about?
I mean, 4th of July, Memorial Day. They're about. You're honestly doing about the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why these people got the shirts. 250th
Yeah.
Memorial Day or whatever it is.
Memorial
You didn't
Day
got
is
to put birthday,
for
just put
the
Memorial Day.
military, correct?
Yeah,
So,
the veterans,
Yeah, something like that.
and retired veterans. We'll see if I can get my
Fucking
friends.
do as I say, motherfucker. What's up, badass?
You'll let him talk to you that way, Einstein.
what do you think?
He's
How
gonna
was
drop me.
it?
Ooh, he's gonna drop me. Ooh.
I didn't hear shit.
Ooh, he's gonna
It's one
drop
ear and out
me.
the other with my brother talking. I couldn't even listen to that
Ooh.
motherfucker.
Hey, listen, Apoxy, I gotta get me I got to get me a remote.
Yeah.
What? I'm saying, could I get an Xbox remote or what? It has to
Yeah.
be a special remote
Yeah.
for
No,
this?
no. You can get an Xbox remote. You can get a any type of remote off Amazon. It's fine. It works.
I'm gonna get a remote, then I'm gonna get the games.
Yeah, you can do that. And then if you get the Xbox remote, if you get the Game Pass and you play it on the PC, you know how you log into your Game Pass on the laptop?
Look, the greatest player ever. Look, see that? Bam!
Can't see
Greatest
anything.
player ever. You see that shit? Yeah,
Garbage.
yeah.
Bring it in
I
closer.
wouldn't want
Trash
to meet
can
his punk ass.
LeBron.
I wouldn't want to
Trash
meet his
can
punk ass,
LeBron.
but you know what I mean? They're the greatest player.
He's a great hype.
Why are celebrities bitches? You know what I
That's
mean?
because
All
they're
celebrities are
catered to, man.
bitches.
I think they turn into it, Sky. I think because they get catered to so much
Yeah,
that it starts off good, but then they turn into it.
yeah. But
It's like the NBA players; they turn into it quick.
they're gay now.
Man, they got skirts and shit, the skims and shit.
Yeah, this
Fuck.
shit's crazy.
I tell you,
You know what
man,
I'm saying?
sometimes
They're gay as hell now.
that
Like
Spurs,
extra gay.
the Spurs Oklahoma game, Scott, that's a great series. But I'll tell you what, man,
I think
the whole thing,
OKC gonna win tonight. Oh, not OKC,
I
but
think so. Oh,
I
Spurs,
think Spurs gonna win tonight.
I think so. I think it's gonna go back and forth to a game 7. But Sky, man, like,
That's what I think.
let me tell you this. I think that they should just go back to old school basketball. You come in the paint, you're gonna get hit. Certain physicalness that should be allowed because this whole acting just to get like bump into somebody just to get the referees to get the call. Like that's smacking that's like straight up smacking the fans in the face, the game in the face, all this acting. You might as well just go back to hard knocks basketball if it's gonna be like this. Sometimes it's hard as hell to watch. It's just fucking gay. I'm like, come on, bro. Like
I'm,
you're
when I
acting.
get on my computer, I'm gonna show you what these fucking little kids are doing nowadays. And
I know what
it's
you mean.
it's not LeBron's fault. It's not necessarily LeBron or Jordan fault. It's both of their faults. And SGA is making it worse.
It's a trend, dude. It's a trend because I remember when Curry did it. The whole basketball with the 3, the step back, and then Harden with the step back.
Yeah.
LeBron James with. You may tell you who the worst flopper is in the NBA ever.
I think right now it's SGA. Shit.
Well,
But
he baits the
as right
referee.
now, as I'm not talking about ever, but as right now, yeah.
I think
But
it's
I don't
Marcus
know
Smart.
who.
You remember? You know Marcus Smart. You remember when he got injured?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Marcus Smart. That dude launched himself in the air and got himself injured like 2 or 3 times. I was like, you dumbass. I was like, your
Yeah,
team
that's
needs you for
wild.
one, and you gonna take yourself out of the game and take yourself out of like for
Yeah.
a couple games in the season. It's like you fucking dumbass.
Yeah, that
But it's
is
got to be
wild.
him. It's got to be him though. But hey, if you do download
Kawhi Leonard is
NBA
kind of like
2K,
that too, but
Kawhi, you think so?
yeah, yeah, because he, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because Kawhi maybe was looking out for himself if you really look at it. You know what I mean? Because
Oh, you mean when he was
maybe
injured?
they just wanted him to get back out there and he didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
that's how a lot of them start re-injuring themselves.
well, I'll tell you this, guy. I think with him, I think the case with him and Cunningham, because I remember when Cunningham was getting injured, and they made fun of his shot. You know that he was this and this and that. But Cunningham and also Lonzo Ball and Kawhi Leonard, they were the ones that said, "Look, I know I'm healthy and I'm cleared, but I know my body best. Something feels off," and I agreed with it.
Yeah,
I
that's
agreed
why
with
I'm
that.
saying. That's why I retracted what I said because you know, sometimes they just want you to get back out there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
some players do
Without
though.
you
Some
even
players are
being
lazy. Some players are
So
lazy
shit.
though.
My bad.
was
Damn, get out my
the
way.
then what made the difference in the NASCAR thing then? Because they allowed him to go out there while he was sick.
That was they were doing a what's it called where they do a test drive where they put you in a suit and they do the whole I guess you just race.
The G-force. It's a G-force test where
They
they
were
test
doing
for.
that and he built up a pneumonia and it turned into sepsis, but it was rapid. Like it just happened quick. So it was one of those things where like it just traveled so fucking quick because he even got on the I think on one of the mics. He told his team that I need a doctor right away, and then it turned into that, and then it quickly escalated, dude. It's one of them. It's one of those crazy freak accident type of things that just escalated quick.
Yeah, they said the way they described it. You got to because You know how you got the conspiracy theories and stuff.
I heard about
They
that.
said
Yeah,
the same thing that happened the Kobe happened to
where
him.
where he sued they sued that insurance
Insurance
company.
company. Yep.
Hey,
Kobe
bro.
sued the insurance company. The next thing you know, bam. You know what I mean? He's in the helicopter.
And
Bye bye.
they need to go ahead and pull off another Luigi.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah, they need to go ahead and do that because I remember when that happened. And, it sucks that that guy has a family. He left a family behind, but you quick to realize that he took out a lot of families. He denied a lot of families just to save the insurance money and get yourself some bonuses. It's some shit that you're gonna piss off some people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that I would do it, but my kid was lying, life was ever on the line, and anybody that is important in my life, and then you cause them to lose their life because you were trying to save some money after I paid you all these years my premium and everything. Yeah, you going
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll piss off anybody.
Well, I see what you're saying with Luigi, but Luigi shouldn't have been the one that did it.
Right? You know what,
Luigi
this guy?
was
I'm reading up
he was
on the trial
he
on
was
it. They
rich.
don't even have a weapon on him. They don't have anything on him.
Listen,
So
man.
he might walk, hopefully.
Listen.
Hey, bro. Is this
The
okay?
dude for Charlie Kirk, he should be. Yeah, that's nice. Dude for Charlie Kirk, he should be released. Hate to say it, but he should be released because they're coming out. The bullet
The
don't match
family.
the You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You see
The
what the
bullet
family
don't
said?
match the gun.
And you see what the
The
family
family
said?
said, yeah, the family said he wasn't even there. That was him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they
But
also I think one of the mom or the dad said that like they said that was my son. I turned him over. Like, no, I didn't turn my son over. I didn't even talk to anybody.
yep,
So it's crazy, man. I don't you think somebody took him out?
yeah.
Some like
Oh,
government
hell
like you
yeah,
think the government took him out? Because he was great. He was
yeah,
getting
hell
too much
yeah,
yeah,
hell
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Allegedly, I think yeah, I can think yeah, yeah, I can
He
go
was
for
getting
that.
too much traction.
Hey,
It's
check this
not.
out. Talking
I've been
about
said
that,
that. Listen, I've
the
been said that he
Unabomber.
was getting too much traction with the young folks, with the
And
young
everybody,
kids.
guy, like even like with the young
Yes,
folks, the old folks,
but
black,
you got
white, Hispanic, Asian,
but
he was
this
getting people to like
yes,
him.
but the most important factor that he was getting was the young people.
They were going
You
on
know what I
board. Yeah,
mean? That's the
yeah,
most important factor that he was because that's our future. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Candace
that's
better be careful. Candace better be
yeah.
careful too.
Yeah, Candace, you know, she's I don't like her neither. I done seen
Hey,
old shit about her. Why you
go
worried
back.
about what people got in between the legs? Why you worried about then but you know what I
Yeah,
mean? No, now you want to talk about the transgender and all this and all that. You know what I mean? I think she's just a grifter, but she might hit on the head, but I think she's a grifter.
true.
Because I used to listen to Candace Owens, but not no
Yeah,
more.
yeah. She started swaying off.
Hmm. It's like
She went too far deep in
it's
the
like
rabbit hole for a lot of things, I think.
no, it's like whatever fits the agenda at the time, that's what she's gonna jump on. She ain't standing on nothing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I got
That's
you.
just the way I see her.
And it's a lot of the stuff. It's like she'll put like she was on the Joe Rogan show. I watched that one where they were talking about global warming and certain things that you need to do for the earth or whatever. But then like Joe Rogan was asking her, well, do you believe in it? Like, do you believe in global warming? Or like, no, I just don't even look into it at all. I think it's this. And that's what he was telling her. So why do you have an opinion on something? Because you have a huge platform, you're gonna have people listen to you. So
Exactly.
if you don't know anything about it, but you're telling these scientists that they're wrong, but you don't know anything about it, look into it. So why are you even giving an opinion? Now, it does matter that she does give an opinion. I do get it because she has a huge following. It's just like Joe Rogan, whenever they did the whole like the shot thing and everything during the whole thing, the vid, like
Yep.
he even retracted. Said, look, I'm not a doctor. I'm an idiot up here only telling you these things, but I'm not telling you that you should be doing these things.
Yeah.
Now, if she said something like that, I get it. I was
But
like,
Rogan's
I can
been
only
like
give
that.
opinion. Huh?
Rogan's been like that from the beginning, though. He
Yeah, yeah,
never. He's always, hey, look, I'm not a specialist. I know how to fight. I know how to do things in the ring. I know that stuff. But all
yeah,
this other stuff I spew is my thought process. It's my
yeah,
opinions and stuff. He's
yeah,
always been like that, though.
yep, yep, yep. It's like the whole
And
thing.
she married And I don't trust the bitch because she got married in like 2 days. Know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, well, I'm over exaggerating, whatever, but it was like 2 months or something like that, there than the other, and they got married.
And ended up having kids and everything. Yep.
Mhm. That is, they really showed you that was for, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the hell that was for, but they showed you that it was nothing about love, nothing straight transactional, right there.
Yeah. Business. That's
Yeah,
business.
yep,
And
straight
that's what I like.
transactional.
That's what a lot of these Hollywood and these politician marriages are now, because they know they're
Yep,
like they come from they have royal bloodlines and that trace back to something. So
yep,
they keep that marriage going, and you marry this girl over here, you marry this boy over here, keep that bloodline going. And that's pretty much it.
yep.
Shit,
That's
let me
my
drop off real quick. I gotta get something to eat.
all right.
Okay,
That's what I'm
go
doing
and do
right now.
it. So, bro, just do me a favor before I send it to you, and you like say yes. Is there anything you want me to change on that?
No, I'm good.
Sure.
No, it's good.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you then. You're all set. Did you see the background I made here on
Yeah, I
StreamYard?
know. I've been on that. Been
Yeah,
knowing
that
that
was
you can do
pretty,
that. I just didn't know that it turned out that good.
bro. It turned out like legitly nice, and these were
Yeah, that's
two.
what I'm saying.
And like I said, this is the other one that I did.
You can
Like I
put
said,
polls. You can put do all kinds of
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I didn't know that.
Well,
I
yeah.
didn't know it was
Also, what
going to
I
turn
did
out
is
like that.
oh wait, not that one. Damn, I can't even do the right screens yet. This one, there. But I also just did the Cash App.
Yeah,
Mark it
yeah,
top
I've been
corner
on
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I've been
I
on
made
about that.
that. Huh?
I said I've been on about that.
Yeah, that's easier than setting it up in one of your little banners. So now I got, don't forget the super chats up top and that right there. So that way, boom, you can add more than one type of advertisement on your screen. So that helps you out. Like if you got your Cash App or whatever, you can have that. But then you can have, don't forget the super chat. You can put whatever banner you want running across. Either you can set those up wherever you want though, but you can have them writing something else while you got your Cash App still out there. So thank you, Wolfpack. Thank you once again, boss. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Candace married farmer 2 weeks after meeting on a Zoom call. Well, I mean, maybe she liked the jungle. Maybe she liked the stuff out there. I don't know. I can't tell you. Uh-oh, the ice cream man's passing by. I don't go out there. They're dangerous. The ice cream man's dangerous. They ride around in that little van. It'd be scary. Never know what you get. But yeah, so they were having a good conversation. It was good, and they were right on a lot of the factors. Damn, everything got to go crazy on some stupid shit sometimes. And oh, I heard something. I think that I saw. I don't want to. I don't. I'd have to pull up the video to find it. But they're saying that McVeigh, I think it was Timothy McVeigh, in the situation that he was in, is also a agent in the U.S. government, and they did a lot of analysis. This guy took the photos and overlaid them. Thank you, Wolfpack. Thank you. And overlaid them, and then there's different ones, Wolfpack. And the ears, the nose, the eyes, everything matched to what the two figures would align. This one's a better one. I like this one, Wolfpack. This one's more cozy feeling, I think. And look at the maple leaves fall. See the maple leaves? We'll call them maple leaves. It's okay. I won't tell if you won't tell. We here. FW 101. Big Dog Sports. What's up? How you doing, brother? We enjoying the hours. That's all we're doing. And you're more than welcome to come up, Big Dog. I got the link there. FW101. Gotta love it. I've been learning a lot of new things on the StreamYard too that you can do that I didn't know you can do. You can move things around certain ways. I've already changed the style. I don't think I want to change the style anymore. I had it set. And don't know what else to do. They only added a few more things that were different. But it's okay. Close that, close that, close that. The font is not able to do. And close that. I don't need those open. Those ain't maple leaves. How do you know, big dog? How do you know those ain't maple leaves, man? They look like maple leaves to me. They falling off a tree. Right out of the sky. It's raining leaves. So for the background thumbprint, I put in there was a background of marijuana leaves raining from the sky, and that's what.
Hey, go look at the thumbnail that I set for the for the restream on Earth.
How do you set? How do you look at that?
Go to our channel.
Oh yeah. What the hell did you do to me, man? Don't be doing nothing stupid. I'm be mad. Fucking ass, bro. You are funny, bro. You know that?
What the hell? They broke my shit. Oh man. That's
crazy. Hell no.
That's crazy. They broke it. It's broke.
Wait, is that the one running now?
Yeah.
Foxy. I know where that. Hey, bro, that's a Foxy right there. Oh, me and the Foxy are gonna have so much fun with this. He's throwing out a whole bunch of new AI things about. Oh man, I shouldn't have loaned that photo out. Nate has asked for it too the other day. I had to give it to her. Hey, fool, that's another thing. I need you and Black Bear to text me the information I asked both y'all, please.
Mi no hablo inglés.
Sí, hablas inglés hoy.
No habla inglés.
Because I got to add y'all into the song lyrics, and I can't do it without either one of y'all giving me my stuff.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Go be back in a minute. Yes, you can play your Suno songs here. If you just drop them in the back. Wait, Slumlord songs here. Can we play our Slumlord songs here? We can play whatever kind of music you made or created. Yes, Wolfpack. I have no problem with that. Just drop it in the chat and I will pull it up. And then we can listen to it. Eyes don't mind. Eyes don't mind. I still got to get my brother to allow me access to the computer one because I don't have it on my computer yet. The Suno. He's got to allow me access. So hopefully tomorrow or today, depending on if he's coming to pick me up later or tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff on his side. I'm helping him out so he can have better, workflow, because he's scattered, man. They gave Gospel of Bob gave this boy too much power and he don't know how to use it. So I gotta come be Merlin and show him what to do. King Arthur over here, King Skywalker and Mexican Einstein Merlin have to make everything work. the Merlin of the show. I would take a picture of. I find it hysterical. You will understand. Okay, Bob. Okay, Wolfpack. I got you. That's another thing that's going crazy right now. Suno, or these music AI apps are amazing, but you have to know the skeleton use of how to get it done. A lot of people are misusing these platforms, man, and I can't believe it. That's why some of the stuff doesn't come out crisp and clean. Let me put it this way. It's not a one app does all yet. They haven't got to that portion yet. Like, it's not plausible. You got to have several different systems to be able to make one system flow correctly. That's how it works. Okay. Got you. Let me see. You send it to my. Are you sending it to my phone or are you sending it to my Discord? Either one. Discord's probably better. Yeah, Discord's probably better. Wolfpack. So that way I can load it up and then minimize it as it plays. Okay. Visit site. Move to new window. What the hell just happened? Do 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 do. Let me see. How do I minimize that so that don't show? There we go. Click that off and go share screen. Let me fix this. How do I hide that? Oh, do 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 do. I don't want to report that. I don't want this to show. Okay, I'll make it smaller. How's that? I think that's about the best I can do to not show it. I don't think I'll get in trouble for that. Let me see if I can entire screen. Also, sir, audio. No, window. I guess I just have to do the window like that. Let me see if I can get this to go. Yeah, that'll hide it good. All right, here we go. There was no sound. Hold up. Did it not play it, Wolfpack, for real? Not joking, he said. So let me try it again. For some reason it should have played it. Let me try that again. Let me pull my Discord up. I don't know what happened. I'm checking it right now. Let's double make sure it is correct. And let's see if it, I may just not have it pulled up on the stage. Damn it, man. I'm new at this. My brother's better at this. Share. Let's see if it does it now. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear
Miller Lite in one hand, eviction notice in the other. Flight crew took one with and changed the seating chart. Sir, your boarding pass now says livestock adjacent. Rolled up late in a stained white tee, talking about rent due, smelling like misery. Miller Lite breath hit like a diesel train. Flight attendant cough like, oh hell no, not again. 6 tenants calling about a busted sink. He said Bill's character, then reached for a drink. Roof still leaking, mold growing wild, but he raised rent another 200 with a smile. Pilot said we got a cold brown road 23. Ground crew yelled, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Cargo, put him in cargo. Ain't enough air pressure in the whole dang globe. Cargo, send them with the boxes too. Even the luggage said, man, we ain't riding with you. Briefcase full of late fees, shirt from O2. One shoe, one tie to mystery. Barbecue, asked for peanuts. They handed him soap, captain hit the intercom. We are losing hope. Claims he's real estate upper class elite. Meanwhile, tenants got mushrooms growing near the heat. Bathroom door fell off. That's rusty.
He's so wrong.
This dude treat repairs like a 5-alarm farm. Flight attendant whispering, girl, this ain't right. Co-pilot says, strap him next to the Miller Lite. Cargo, put him in cargo. Smell so strong it bent the runway cone. Cargo, one more flight, no carry on. Even cargo rat said, nah, bro, something's wrong.
Something's wrong,
sir. Passenger seating is full, but there's open seats. Those seats still deserve rights. Cargo, put him in cargo. Miller Lite dripping from his old Velcro shoes. Cargo, throw in the air freshener too. TSA resign halfway through security. Sir, passenger seating is full, but there's open seats. Those seats still deserve rights. Fair. Cargo, put him in cargo. Miller Lite dripping from his old Velcro shoes. Cargo, throw in the air fresheners too. TSA resign halfway through security dude. No repairs, no refunds, no survivors of the smell.
No survivors of the smell. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny, Wolfpack. That right there, I don't know, the banners, the media, I think it's the top. Which way is it best? It does switch it up. But then it covers y'all. So then I just take it off for now. Media style widgets. Just hide the widgets. There.
There's a way that you can put it at where you want to put it at.
Yeah, you got to go and reform it though. You got to transform it.
No, you don't. It's right here. It's the back here. If you pay attention when you go on StreamYard, it'll show you new things, right? And I
I already
forgot how to
did. That's
do
what
it.
I'm looking at. I looked at that earlier, right before I came
What
into
I'm
this.
saying is you can make it where you could put it anywhere on the screen. You could put it in the middle of the screen if you want to.
Yes, you got to do a new. You got to do a new new layout. Run it, and you can put everything where it needs to be. If I'm not mistaken. But they also
No,
showed that you can
you're
tap
not
on.
listening to what I'm telling you. Go in there and go in there, right? Go into your media assets, right? And go to one of them and it'll say edit. When it says edit, you could put it anywhere on the screen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
do
what I'm
it.
trying to tell you. This says rename, copy the brand, and delete on that one. And I'm talking about the logos. None of them say edit.
It must be the overlay.
And
It's
then
something that
overlay
you
as rename and hidden. And that's it.
no, I'm saying there's something that you can. I'm telling you, did showed it the other day.
Transform right there. It's right there where it says transform. Yes.
All right, never mind. You ain't even gonna listen. Never mind.
I'm listening, bro. I'm telling you what I found. I hit the three dots and I seen where it says one says change or something like that. The only thing that says is transform here. Hide, replace assets, hide from stage, replace assets, rename, transform, copy board, and delete. It's all I got on this when I touch the overlays.
If you just listen, let me finish. Maybe I'm wrong, but you ain't even letting me finish. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm wrong, but you won't even let me finish for to say it. What I'm trying to tell you. The other day when you come on, every time you come on, they give you something new, or they not every day, but every once in a while they give you something new that you could do, right? You know what I mean? Like, and they showed where you can minimize something. I don't know what it is, and you can put it anywhere on the screen. That way it'll be out the way. But I don't, like I said, I don't know what it is because it won't let me do none of that with the co-host spot. But I forgot what it is. I forgot which one it is. I don't know if it's the background, the overlay, it seems like it ain't the whatchamacallit logo. Or it might be because you have to have the big, I don't know. I just telling you like what I'm telling, like what I seen something new. When you come in, you know, every once in a while they show you something new. And I remembered it, but I don't remember which one it is.
Well, that's why I'm trying to explain to you. If you go up to the overlays,
I can't do it on yours. I just told you that. I can't do it on yours. I can't do it on yours.
I know, but I'm saying though, this one is saying that if I go to the overlays, let's say I do the overlays that are original, it has only a few things that I can choose from: rename, transform, and hide. Right? If I go to one of the ones that I made, it has hide from stage, replace, hide from stage, replace assets, rename, transform, and copy. So I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. And I did see the video prior to coming into this. So I know what you're trying to explain, but I don't see how it's transforming on here because there's nothing you can do. Because they said the logos and they did a logo of the StreamYard duck. They changed it, moved it up, changed it, and they're replacing the corner. But they did it when you did the add new layout, and it's got that purple screen or the blue screen or whatever your color is for your thing. They got a where you can change things on there and add items. And the add items, they have the grid, the camera slot, and the media. Somehow in here you can transform stuff in here. I don't know how they did it. They showed it, but I haven't figured it out yet. Just like you, I'm lost with their presentation on what they did because it didn't show it thoroughly. So just saying.
Whatever this is, fidget pin, they broke. It's broke, man. That's crazy, man. Yep. Well, what you gonna do today?
Nothing. I ain't got much anything to do.
What happened at the casino? You lost?
Me personally, I didn't lose anything. Me, the boys lost. I went to watch. That's all I did.
You know, there's a way that you can play the free spin automatically.
Where at the casino?
Yeah, a guy did it on the he did it on the short. He showed there's a button that you could press that you could do automatic go straight to the whatchamacallit. What's up, Dustin Lights? You go straight to the
winning the free games.
To the free games, free spins. I think I saved it. Let me see if I saved it. I'll send it to you. Man, this Memorial Day, man. Everybody's at the beach, man. You know what I mean? Weekend. Everybody's at the beach.
Oh, that looks better. Oh, that looks better on the vertical. You see the vertical? I changed that. Not a black screen behind it. And then it should change with my.
They got some new buds called the Soundcore buds. You know them?
Yeah.
They got new buds. This guy, I'm gonna send you this video. This guy, he does tech reviews, right? And he said these are the best earbuds that he's ever had. They got a display on them and all. But he said like he was on the phone and he was doing you'll see it. He was on the phone, and when he was talking to the person, the lady, his wife or whatever, she couldn't hear none of the background noise at all. Let me see, where is this at? I think I did save it. Let me see if I saved it.
Go in the back chat, bro, in the private chat here.
I sent it to your phone.
Yeah, I'm not on my phone. I'm on the computer.
Yeah, but all you got, see, y'all ain't. I thought I was the dumb one. Okay, my bad. So
I
you know,
have my iPhone paired up to the Mac.
Yeah, but is your YouTube on the phone on the computer?
Yeah, my YouTube is.
Okay, so if you go in YouTube on your phone and then you play it, then you go in history on the computer, it'll pop up. That's how I always do it. But I'll send it to. I put it in the back chat. Watch y'all shit. What was I gonna do?
All I can say. It's so funny.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I'm laughing. I'm just laughing at.
Yeah, because I thought I was the dumb one.
No, I'm laughing at a situation.
I thought I was the dumb one anyway.
Hold on. You would rather me look at my cell phone, load the video up there, then go to YouTube on my computer and look up the history and then load the video from there. Where
it's
you
not that hard, JR. What are you talking about? Look, I'm gonna show you how fast it is. No, I'm gonna show you how fast it is, right? I'm gonna show you how fast I can do it, right? I'm gonna show you. Watch. Let me load this shit up right quick. Let me show you how fast it is right here. Bam. I'm saying you switch accounts. I got to switch account, and bam, I just looked at the video, so it's in my history. Bam, all you got to do is go to the first video, and I don't understand. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, now can you let me speak? Since I just let you cut me off and let you speak. So listen, you would rather me to go to my phone, pop the video up, let it go into my history, go onto my computer, go onto the YouTube there, load up the history, find the video that I just played and load it up that way, where you could copy the link and drop it in the
you know what, bro? Don't worry, man. This is amazing. Listen, I'm gonna show you how fast it took me. I'm gonna show you how fast it took me right here. Look, see history, bam, and look at that. It didn't even take that long.
The new Soundcore earphones apparently have a Guinness World Record.
And hold up, bro. You're not understanding.
I wasn't on the YouTube on my JR. I wasn't on the YouTube. I wasn't on the YouTube on my computer. I was on the phone. That's why I did it like that. Everybody does it like that to me. Everybody sends it to my phone, and I do it. It takes less than 10 seconds.
Less than 10 seconds. Like you made it seem like it was a whole big ordeal.
Yeah, but bro, I'm not on. Look. Hold on one second.
Oh my goodness, never mind.
I'm not on my phone. I'm not using my phone right now, bro. I'm not using it. It's more of a steps for me to go through my phone, load up the video. I can't even speak.
It's the same.
I let you speak, and I can't even say shit.
Bro, it's the same steps though, bro. The same thing I had to do, I would have had to do for you too.
Can you please let me speak for a second?
It's amazing, man.
Instead of cutting me off, you literally could put the link in the media, in the back chat, in the private chat. All I have to do is click one button and it loads up. Versus having to go to my phone, look at the video.
Hey man, never mind, man. Never mind, bro. I'll let you do it. Never mind, bro. This is amazing, bro. It's just one extra step that you had to do, and you made it seem like it was 3 hours to do it. I don't understand it. I do it like that all the time, and it takes less than 5 seconds to do it all the time. I wasn't loaded up on my phone or on the computer. I just told you that.
Yes, I know that, bro. I know that. But the process you had me do was more steps. This is what I don't understand. Why are you going to sit here and make an argument out of fucking nothing, bro? It literally is nothing. All I said is just put the link in the freaking chat like you tell everybody else to do. Yeah, I did something wrong because I had to go to my phone.
Listen. Black Bear always sends stuff to my phone. Nays always sends stuff to my phone. Everybody sends stuff to my phone.
That's when you're on your phone, bro.
Bro, this is how my phone is not hooked.
It's a lot easier to send shit to a phone than put it in the private chat so I can pull up the link right on my computer.
JR, I wasn't on the fuck. Are you not listening,
bro?
Are you not listening? I was not loaded up on the computer.
Bro, I know that.
Oh my God.
I know that. I understand. Once again, you weren't on the computer. You were on your phone. You were using that. You're making it seem like it's difficult. I asked you, why didn't you just put it in the private chat so I can load it up? You made it a difficult situation. This is the shit I have to deal with you, bro. And you just put it out there. Instead of just putting it in the link like everybody else you tell to, put it in the private chat. Put it in the link in the back. It's always put it in the link in the back, but now they're just sending it to your phone. Come on. I don't understand when people will take photos of their shit and then send you the link, send you the photo, instead just send you the link where it needs to be. That's it. I'm the wrong one. I'm the one that did wrong here. I caused something fucking wrong because I just put the link in the back, knowing that he ain't on his phone. Come on, y'all, man. Some bullshit. I don't know what to fucking say right now. Give me a second, Wolfpack. Let me load that up. I can't even think right now. Fucking amazing. Hey, let me get my head straight real quick, Wolfpack. Give me a second. I lost my whole train of thought on shit. What's going on?
This is the EMUX. Civic streaming and recording podcast way easier. First off, EMUX lets you create a budget.
Let's continue on with the bullshit. Go on to the next day. Fuck it. Oh well, it is what it is. Never worried about it. Always some BS around the world. I gotta deal with it. My problem. Anyways, what's happening today in the news? Breaking news. Xi and Putin stunned the world, unleashed an attack on U.S. Israel. Oh, wow. Hold on. This is live, y'all.
Support each other on issues concerning core interests and major concerns, continue close strategic communication and exchanges at all levels, and constantly consolidate the foundation of political mutual trust between the two countries. Second, empower higher quality, mutually beneficial cooperation and work together to advance our respective development and revitalization. In recent years, cooperation between China and Russia in various fields has made great strides and achieved many positive results. Bilateral trade volume has exceeded $200 billion for 3 consecutive years. Given the current complex external situation, the nearly 20% growth in bilateral trade over the first 4 months of this year is truly remarkable. Both sides should build on this momentum to deepen the alignment of China's 15th five-year plan with Russia's development strategy through the year 2030. Leverage the role of energy, resources, and connectivity as ballast for our cooperation, and accelerate the cultivation and growth of new drivers of cooperation.
Tell Monday what you need. We're creating an agent and naming him Tony. Now let's give him context. I'm giving Tony access to the relevant boards, let's say brand, asset library, production board, and social
Skip
initiative.
this.
Now he has permissions for what we want.
Truly
Sorry
beneficial
about that.
cooperation in all areas and serve the development and revitalization of both countries. Third, promote higher quality people-to-people bonds and deepen the foundation of lasting friendship between the two nations. With the high-level development of China-Russia relations, people-to-people exchanges have grown closer. Cooperation in education, culture, tourism, and sports is flourishing, and the foundation of youth support for China-Russia friendship has become even more solid. The bond between our peoples is growing ever closer. President Putin and I have decided to hold the 10th national level themed year between our two countries over the next 2 years.
Thank you, Wolfpack.
China-Russia Year of Education. Later, we will jointly attend the opening ceremony of the Year of Education. Both sides should take the Year of Education as an opportunity to continuously expand the scale of two-way study abroad programs, deepen exchanges and cooperation between universities and research platforms, achieve more visible results in cultivating outstanding talent and conducting joint scientific research, and create more favorable conditions for the continuous development of China-Russia relations. Fourth, carry out higher quality international coordination to reform.
So it looks like they're carrying out their plan to unite even more.
The world today is far from peaceful. Unilateralism and hegemonism are causing grave harm, and the world faces the danger of regressing to the law of the jungle. I have proposed the vision of building a community.
Man, Putin smirked on that.
Mankind and four global initiatives which have received
that.
broad support from the international community,
What?
including Russia. As permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, China and Russia must firmly fulfill their responsibilities as major powers, uphold the authority of the United Nations and international fairness and justice, and oppose all acts of unilateral bullying and attempts to turn back the clock of history. In particular, we must oppose all provocative acts that deny the outcomes of the Second World War or seek to whitewash fascism and militarism, and work together to build a more just and equitable global governance system. The way of righteousness moves with the times. The great cause of China-Russia friendship conforms to the historical trend and the spirit of the times. It will surely move forward steadily and forge ahead, continuously writing new and brilliant chapters. Thank you, everyone.
Well, I guess they're uniting in more than one way. That's crazy.
As permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, China and Russia must firmly fulfill their responsibilities as major powers, uphold the authority of the United Nations and international fairness and justice, and oppose all acts of unilateral bullying and attempts to turn back the clock of history. In particular, we must oppose all.
So is he calling the United States a bully? Is that what he's saying? I don't know. I can agree with that right there. Putin's a joke. Yeah, he don't. I think he's getting too old. Putin's getting too old, and so is Ying. They're outliving their time, and they're getting scared. So I think they think uniting together is going to be something that makes a bigger impact in the world. It's actually not. I think it's going to segregate them more than anything. Yeah, he called us a bully. We can't help. We push law and order around the world. We really can't. I don't think we can. I think that the United States has built a model of influence that everybody's scared of. Well, I mean, fall in line, do the right job, and you won't have a problem. That's the way I see it. Let's continue on. See what they got to say. Because this is live, actually, or it was.
Provocative acts that deny the outcomes of the Second World War or seek to whitewash fascism and militarism and work together to build a more just and equitable global governance system. The way of righteousness moves with the times. The great cause of China-Russia friendship conforms to the historical trend and the spirit of the times. It will surely move forward steadily and forge ahead, continuously writing new and brilliant chapters. Respected President Putin, dear members of the press, hello. I am very pleased to meet with you all alongside President Putin.
I mean, they have to. In light of the times, they got to do something because they're going down. Facts, Bob. Facts. That is facts. They did go in there. I don't know, man. Y'all get up here. Let's talk about this. You guys seem to have some insight in this a little bit more than I do. I don't mind it. Bring it up. Bring it up to the table. Here's the link. Don't be scared. The link is available. I post it like every so often. They had to. Yeah, he said, given the times, given the situations, basically is what they're saying. And given the times, like I was saying, is that they're getting too old. They're losing power either which way. And they're not looking good for the world, either one of them. So let's continue on.
This is President Putin's 25th visit to China. Fully reflecting the high level and unique nature of China-Russia relations. I extend a warm welcome to President Putin and all our Russian colleagues and friends. Just now, I held in-depth, friendly, and fruitful talks with President Putin, and we conducted strategic communication on a series of major issues.
Yeah, distant lights.
Signed the joint statement.
But the difference between Donald Trump being old and these guys is that Donald Trump's making moves in his old age. These guys have fallen back. They've sat back in their power seats and thought life is going to be kosher for them till the end of days because they have that power. Now they're losing that power and it's being taken over by the old man from the West. So, yeah, I mean, Donald Trump is old, but hey, he's got more power moves than these two combined.
On further strengthening our comprehensive strategic coordination and deepening good neighborly and friendly cooperation, witnessed the signing of several important bilateral cooperation documents. The two countries will also issue a joint statement on advocating for a multipolar world and a new type of international relations. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the establishment of the China-Russia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership of Coordination. Over the past 30 years, China-Russia relations have weathered storms and kept pace with the times, with the positioning of our ties constantly rising to reach the historic peak of a comprehensive strategic partnership of coordination for a new era, setting a model for a new type of major country relations. This year also marks the 25th anniversary of the signing of the China-Russia Treaty of Good Neighborliness.
But truly, think about it. In a democracy like they got, in a dictatorship, not democracy, in the dictatorship that they got, who's really going to be in power? Who's really going to put their foot forward? And who's going to say, I'm a better leader than you are? But that's where the problems are going to come in the future for them. One of them is going to have more power than the other. And one's not going to like that. So when you have two people in power like that, you can't have them fighting or uniting, because it'll never happen correctly. The uniting part, they won't see each other as equals. One's inferior to the other. The fighting and conflict part, they're just trying to keep it at ease so they don't get, lit up in the crossfire of all what's going on. And they're trying to unify themselves. I don't see China and Russia being a unified system at all.
And friendly cooperation. For many years, both countries have consistently adhered to the principles established by this treaty: non-alignment, non-confrontation, and not targeting any third party. Upholding mutual respect, equality, integrity, and win-win cooperation, we have made significant contributions to maintaining international fairness and justice, and to promote.
You are right, Distant Lights, and they have the upper hand in that situation as well. Not only with the way they're strategically set up in that area and in their location, but the amount of population they got, the advancement they got way further than Russia has. So yeah, I agree with that statement right there. China does want the more power. They want the control in the East, and if they get that control, then the U.S. got the problem, I do believe.
The building of a new type of international relations, and has become a key benchmark in a world undergoing profound changes unseen in a century. Dear friends, under the strategic guidance of President Putin and myself, China-Russia relations have reached a new starting point. Both sides must follow the trend of peace, development, cooperation, and mutual benefit to achieve higher quality development in China-Russia relations. First, we must solidify higher quality political mutual trust and firmly support each other's strategies.
That's where they're going to have the problem. The trust and the strategy part about it. Because they've never been unified. Only in the, last 30 years have they been working on some kind of unification for themselves on that side, because they know they were being picked apart easily. And I think that both their military strategies, their economic strategies are way different. China has more of a structured system, where Russia, I would say, has more of a following system. They follow the world. They follow what's out there, and they go by that, only by, how the compulsive natures. Where China tries to think more strategic and is more surgical with what they do. So I would say, yeah, China's going to overpower the shit out of them when it comes.
Political mutual trust is the most distinct feature of China-Russia relations, and it is also the purpose and fundamental principle of the China-Russia Treaty of Good Neighborliness and Friendly Cooperation. President Putin and I have jointly decided to extend this treaty.
EVE to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
Further firmly support each other on issues concerning core interests and major concerns. Continue close strategic communication and exchanges at all levels, and constantly consolidate the foundation of political mutual trust between the two countries. Second,
can someone please explain to me what political trust between those two countries actually is? I don't, to me, I don't comprehend it. They're dictatorships. The political views do not align. The only type of political views that I see that align for them is that those two gentlemen right there in those seats hold the ultimate power in their country. That's the only two things that I see align as far as political portion. But can someone explain that to me? What political trust do these two entities have? Because it don't make no sense to me. Ops don't just like to be friends. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they got to unify together to, overtake one other smaller entity. But they can't unify to take the world. I think America has clutch on that. So Wolfpack says they have to Russia's needs the money and China has it. That makes sense. I mean, you can say they're ex-communists just because they put a title on it and slapped it to the world to see as it is. Not really. Those two still hold complete power. They don't have offices under them that override them. So I think just by sticking a different label on it, it doesn't make a difference. It's who they are. It's what they are. These countries have never gotten along together. And the only reason they're doing it now is because America's getting the upper hand on them. America's lining everything right, so that way they're stuck over there by themselves. I mean, if you look at it in a logical sense, the enemy of my enemy is a friend. It's true, but that enemy always stabs you in the back. So what kind of friend was he for you for the time being? Just saying. Yes, that's true. That's true. Russia does have the natural resources, and China has the manufacturing. But I think what I comprehend, what I've noticed is that Donald Trump is trying to eliminate those factors, that he's trying to cut them off. He's trying to bring the United States back as a manufacturing company that we were before. So to be able to draw all the source minerals and stuff that he's gathering in the backstage that hardly anybody realizes, I think it's going to make a flip in the way the industry is. If we're able to bring industry back to the Americas, whether it be South America, North America, Canada, all this area, if we're able to bring manufacturing back to this area over here like it was when it was at its prime, I think that's going to reverse the roles again. Imagine when we were the top dealing steel industry in the world, we were on top of the game. We were pushing out manufacturing. We were collecting all the minerals. We were collecting everything that we needed that we were outsourcing from different countries. But then what happened? We started putting our businesses in other countries. We started putting our businesses because it was cheaper taxes. It was cheaper, export import rates. And at that point, we lost a lot. Beyond, I cannot see you. So you have a back screen or a green screen that's hiding you. So let me click on your name real quick. I see you. I see you. Okay. All right. You're good. I'm going to let you up. Yes, sir.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
It may not be directly on your topic today, but I noticed it was kind of open. Would you like the latest on the Charlie Kirk thing that kind of ends all of the other conversations?
Yeah, we can switch that up real quick.
Okay. I can bring it up on mine, which, again, you're being cautious, and I can understand. I also have a suggestion for that. But I can give you the link in the chat.
Yeah, if you want to drop it in the private,
you
let me take a look at it. I'll make sure it's clean.
Quick,
Yeah.
And by the way, it is YouTube friendly. I have it posted on YouTube as well. Okay, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this page as YouTube friendly as possible so that way we can, again, have clean material. So, and I'm just trying to be the best I can on that. I hope that somebody doesn't come in and be ignorant and mess up a good feed or something like that we're dealing with.
I mean, verbally you can handle that, even if they say, forbidden words, as long as you respond to it and tell them they can't do it here and then kick them, you're not going to get a strike for that. However, if you add XSplit, it's absolutely free. And what you do is you open everyone up in your StreamYards, but you broadcast, instead of from StreamYard, you broadcast from XSplit. And that way you have a back room. And if you want to bring their video in, you can capture it and then put that in separately from XSplit, rather than maybe they can do something. And it's easier in order to get rid of on XSplit because you can keep it highlighted and your finger over the delete.
Right.
Okay.
No problem. I'll take a look into that. That would be something I'll have to set up for later. But at the moment, like I said, you can drop the link in the private chat. I'll take a look at that, make sure it's clear, and then I'll load it or not, just depending on that.
It's in the private chat. Yeah, it says private chat.
Are
to the end of that video.
Hold up. Did you load up from the? No, it's not showing up in the private chat.
I just put it there. Give it a second.
There it is.
It's in the StreamYard.
Okay, beyond it, I got you. It just loaded up, so give me 1 second.
There's no blood in there, but it is the sequence that Charlie Kirk got shot. There's no blood. There's no nothing.
But the basis of him getting shot is also a myth as well, but from what they say. But we'll see what it does.
Listen, he did not survive that. This ends all of the conjecture, absolutely all of it. And if you go to the end, it's a repeat of only about 6 frames. And you can see the compression wave leading the bullet. You can see the shadow of the bullet, and you can see the capitation wave following it. It all happens in front of somebody wearing a white shirt. Now, this is an original video. It was captured within 24 hours of this video being released, meaning that the other videos have been watered down and this detail has been washed out of him. The capture from the rear is missing 12 frames, exactly when he was shot.
So this part of the video that you're talking about is towards the end, correct?
At the end of the video there, it repeats several times in different speeds. There is no filtering at all. It's the actual original video that the frame rate was synced with the player. After the frame rate was synced with the player, we captured genuine frames without motion blur. You get it? Between the frames, there would be motion blur. So you have to sync your player with the actual play and then capture, and you get much more detail. This here was, are you familiar with the JFK documentaries and stuff like that? Robert Morningstar, he's the forensic expert that found the contrails of the bullets.
Right.
Okay. He actually verified this video. Now, if you started at the beginning, you're going to find out what actually shot him, because we took the angles, and there is no place on the balcony you can get that angle. There is no place on the left side of the stage you can get that angle. So it only leaves one other thing that could have shot him. Then you look again, and guess what? We have 3 of those one other things that have been denied to ever have been there. And you watch the entire video, it's all explained.
Well, I'm watching the end of it right now. The end portion I'm at 30 minutes and 43 seconds.
Look at the 10 to 11 o'clock area of the video, and it clearly shows the shadow of the bullet itself. It was not a 30-06. It would have been traveling at such a speed. The only thing you would have seen is a pink dandelion. It didn't matter if it hit him in the neck or not. All you would have seen is a pink dandelion. The entire backdrop would have been covered completely. There's too many people who have been hunting. Too many people have shot 30-06 from World War I up. Okay, so we can knock that out completely. So what
I thought the conspiracy and the theories came out to be that it was his microphone that actually exploded and came out the side of his neck.
Yes, that's the exit wound.
Yes, but it's from the microphone. It's not from any gunshot.
Brainstem, and you can see the actual impact directly after. There's a few flames after, but I omitted that because what that is it shows not the chain, but actually brain liquid. The liquid that your brain is surrounded by, and it shows it ejecting from the entry.
Yeah, but everything I've seen here is I believe you and stuff, but what I'm seeing here is very blurry, very grainy video that's not quite showing impact.
That way, the problem is that's the best that we had. Okay, when we captured that, and again, this here was within 24 to 48 hours of its release that we got this video, so it had already been grainied up and stuff like that by whoever released it, because it would have been the FBI. We have 0.
But even the point in impact that I'm seeing right here is in the rear of the head.
20 cameras there. None of those cameras were released because it would have shown the contrail and the path. That's the reason why we have nothing from the other side of the stage. We have it from the front, and we have it from the left of the stage.
You're right on that.
And that's the reason.
I do see where something is.
If you slow it down front, you can actually see what appears to be a finger sticking out of his neck. When that finger retracts, it turns into the exit wound, and that's how
it show that. This isn't showing that. That was showing a very close up to his head, the back of his head, and it's showing his hair being flown back, but there's some shards coming.
Yeah, it actually moved when on impact. You can see it.
Yeah, but that doesn't show.
It moves forward in the next couple of frames. You can actually see the exit of fluid, because the moment that hit, it pressurized his skull, and it hadn't created the exit wound yet. So that pressure had to go somewhere, and it went into cerebral fluid.
Right, but so what was the wound on his neck then? That was the exit wound, correct?
I have to have my volume down. I have a huge system here. My monitors for my studio is actually PV 16-inch. So it's real hard in order to keep the feedback down. But can you say that again?
Yeah. So what if you're saying that the exit wound is in the head?
No, the exit wound is
the exit wound on his throat, on his neck.
The exit wound is on his throat. Now, if you listen to it, you'll hear the report of the gun, and you will also hear the coconut sound of the impact. This guy was only about 8 feet away from Charlie Kirk when this happened. So when you slow it down, instead of it blending into a single sound, you can distinctly hear the report and the impact sound. And the impact was directly above and just behind his right ear.
See, what I see off this video, just me personally, that I don't want to show this because I'm not saying it's not confirmed. It's not, but what I see is something flying past his head, slapping his hair, and leaving the side of his head outwards. It doesn't look like.
What I'm trying to say is, if you go to my channel, you're going to find it on YouTube, but it's not the same version, because the first version I did, I had a bunch of music. I thought I was being cool, and it just didn't come out right. So that's the reason why I gave
I'm going by the version you dropped in the link.
But it's okay. I'll get that for you.
Yeah, you dropped it in the link, and I'm going by what you showed me here, which is to me it's
just
not saying what you're talking about.
It's gone too long. It was just too much. Just a second, I'll get it for you. It's just not a good edit. I was ad-libbing, and then I took that ad-lib and I redid it, and then I published that on Rumble because it was just a little bit more clear. You know what I mean? Now you can slow that video down even more and be able to capture better trail when you see it.
Yeah, but what I see is shards of the mic blowing past his head. That's what I see. As far as I didn't see from what the video you showed me, I didn't see a bullet. I saw some
the shadow is the shadow. You
can his hair and fly away from his head after impact. So everything that I've seen and I've heard is that the microphone exploded.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with the microphone. Again, this here ends everything. And if you watch the entire video, you're going to find out he was shot by a drone. Now, these drones, it was a military operation bringing them in. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to cover it up. And then the other thing is we have an airplane that was flying in from a nearby airport without any transponder, and they were the ones that walked the drones onto the site for a transmitter link to them rather than from 20 miles away, because they had to operate in real time. Now, this drone was fitted with infrared, so it'll look right straight through the tent. Okay. There is, and I haven't been able to sync right in order to capture it again, but there's actually further back as people are responding, you can actually see a spear of sunlight hitting their pant leg and the back of their shirt, which was the bullet that passed through the awning. Okay, so you can actually see where the bullet passed through the awning. Just a second, I'm looking for the YouTube.
So you're saying the entry wound of the projectile went through his head, out his neck?
You can see the fluid pour out of his neck. I didn't play that.
No, I know that. That's what we're saying, though. That's what you're aligning this video with. Is the theory that hold on? Is the theory that a drone took the shot and went through the tent, it hit his head, and it came out his neck, correct?
Correct. Oh, no.
That doesn't go with the impact of the body in the trajectory that the body went from the source pack. So the impact pushed him back at a certain way. It didn't push him down.
Well, you can see the actual ripple, okay, from the impact affect his face. If you take it from the front, you can actually see where all of his face is distorted from being like hit with a baseball bat in the back of the head, not from the front. Why would his head distort if it wasn't a skull? If they didn't hit his skull, if they hit his neck, you wouldn't have had the pressure wave go through his head. That's simple to figure.
I'm just logically trying to think this in my head because it plausibly could make sense as far as the
pressure
idea and the logics.
From the back of his head to the forward to the front of his head from the impact. If he was hit in the neck, you would not have seen that distortion. You can see
his head doesn't bobble down though. His head doesn't go in a downward motion. It goes to the left.
Okay, here's the YouTube version on Beyond Undisclosed. And again, this has not been taken down. Okay. Meaning it should be safe for you in order to show part, or if not the entire thing. You have full permission. Okay, we're not out here for hits and giggles. Okay, we're out here when we discover something. That's what we're here for. Believe me, I'm on public aid. I have less than $10 in the bank right now, and it's still going to be another 2 weeks before I have money. Okay. And that's because I'm paying almost $250 for server space on homenetwork.tv. Okay, I created that space for people and videos like this. Some of them are private, okay, just to preserve them for like legal reasons and stuff like that. But they're not going to get taken down like on YouTube.
Okay.
So I am the founder of homenetwork.tv. And then we also regular TV station. If there's a powerful enough report, we will interrupt our shows on regular TV. There's a regular TV broadcast there. Okay, 24 hours a day. We have a good following on Rumble, and we have like 200,000 hits on our website a month. And then we're also mirrored to another site called streamlife.tube, which has 9 million a month. So yeah, this is a combined effort from people that are fully dedicated to this.
Okay, well, I'm just being very careful and cautious, as you can understand, due to the fact that
I totally understand this. First of all, any evidence like this has been taken down. The only reason why this is up is because it doesn't show the evidence until late in the video. Okay, anybody sticking around for the entire video, they're going to be wowed. The rest of it, the video is the questions to the FBI director. And here's my question for the FBI director. If I can find it and my team can find it, which includes Robert Morningstar, because I'm a sound man for a lot of his shows. Okay, that's how I got it submitted to him, is I actually do the sound for his shows. I volunteer for that. And if Robert Morningstar and I can find it, and the Robertson trial is ongoing, how come the FBI can't find it? What happened to their forensic team? Big problem there, huh? So from
I see the drone now.
From the very top of the FBI all the way to the Arizona office, we have a train of evidence of deception, lies, and setting up Robertson. That's what they cannot afford to expose right now. We have a perfect train all the way from legislative inquiries all the way down to the office, an absolute removal of this information.
I'll start where I got it here. Let me see.
So when we sit there and we talk about the Trump shooting, there's a lot of problems with the Trump shooting. But what the actual truth of the Trump shooting, when we start digging, is so incredible that you're not going to want to believe it. It has a little bit to do with time travel.
I love time travel.
What they did is they removed crooks from the equation, and that left what's his? I can't remember his fucking name now. But he's the same guy that had the ammunition and stuff like that out of Arizona, and he ran that company. And since Crooks disappeared on site, okay, in the middle of it, he had to take the shot, which was originally Crooks' handler, okay, meaning that. And what is actually showing is they used something out of Area 51. We've all heard about it. This ability in order to be able to go back and watch, you know, the crucifixion of Christ. Well, that same piece of equipment can look into the future for a brief while. Now, it's extremely lesser than 2002. In 2002, they could look 10 years in the future, 20 years, 50 years. But that suddenly stopped. No, excuse me, 2012, that stopped. Okay, and this is, again, from their own documents. This is not whistle. This isn't, you know, this is from the technical, if they, example, here's another one that's a really good one. The Foo Fighter out of World War II, they blame on the Vril Society, formed in 1938, which is part of the Masonic structure. The problem is, if it's part of the main Masonic structure, that means we had the Vril Society in America, in Germany, in Russia, in China. Any place that the Masons set foot, we had that society represented there as well. So there's two different lines of experimentation. One was German, which they successfully were able to get somebody to actually be in the magnetic fields without killing them, or they just didn't care. And then the American version that was absolutely deadly, which led to the Monarch Project. Now, again, these things are documented not only in reports, okay, but actual financial requisition. If you go back and look at the creation of the Vril Society being reported to be in 1938, the problem is we can go back into the patents dating back to 1932, where they're patenting a fuel specifically for the Foo Fighter, okay, which means that the Foo Fighter was actually already constructed in an experimental stage far past prototype in 1932. This is all about Beyond Undisclosed. You want to be skeptical? I love you, because you're going to be wowed. It's going to be so entertaining for you. I love it. But
well,
the fact
I'm not a person like skeptical. I'm more of a person of logic and knowledge.
Okay, well, here's logic and knowledge.
Bring the facts. That's something that I can understand.
It used to be part of the electronics program, which was mandatory, which was description of plasma and how plasma behaved and how
yeah, but now hold on, boss. Hold on. You're going way off. You're going way
no, it isn't. Please hold with me. In 1958, this was removed, not from college, but from high school and college.
Hold on, brother. When I ask you to hold on, you're gonna hold on for a second, please. I'm trying to get back on to what the original topic. You've already named like 10 topics in a matter of less than 2 minutes. Okay, my brain works fast. I promise it does.
This is all the things that we covered, and this is why we come up with a Charlie Kirk thing. We're not dabbling in theory here. We're actually looking for evidence.
Yes, I know. And you've asked me to approach this video. I told you, let me screen it real quick. And now I'm ready to play it, but you've gone like onto a long range of things. You added time travel. You added, you know,
what I'm trying to say.
I'm not. Let's keep on sort of the same subject, so I don't get confused of what we're talking about. I'm trying to understand things, and when other
people are going to be, you know, ahead of the curve, and Robert Morningstar happens to be the executive editor for the last 20 years for UFO Digest. That was back in what was print on the newsstand and everything. He never stopped. And he has had so many things, not only from the Pentagon, but from real whistleblowers and stuff like that given. Linda Moulton Howe is on his speed dial. Okay.
Right. Snake, you want to come up here?
there's
Come on up here,
representatives.
Solid. Hold on, I'm gonna drop the link for you, boss.
I'm going to take his word.
Get your ass up here. Hold on one second. Let me drop this link.
Unless you want me to play it, I can.
I got it right here. I'm ready to play what's going on. I just been waiting on you to
mute. I'll just mute and let you, but try to form your observation in true or false, whether or not the logic that there's 3 drones there, that there was an airplane overhead that without a transponder, and how this adds up in your mind. I'd love it because
we already know there was a specific plane that landed in the specific area within not too far from there.
It took off and synced with these drones.
Right. So I have not seen the drones yet.
Right. No,
you have a clarified video, and it is a how do you say, a certified video, I'm gonna say, as far as what you're saying and what I see. So we're gonna go ahead and play this section, and let's see what everybody thinks about it. It's probably gonna be about what?
Evidence, but the evidence they submitted removed 6 to 8 frames.
Yeah, hold on. It's about 15, 20 minutes max. We won't play it all. I'll speed through a couple
I'm going to mute myself so I can turn up.
Let's go ahead and see
your commentary. I'm going to mute because
talking about
the feedback all over the place. Okay.
Solid, you always got to go to work, son. We sleep when we die, bro. We sleep when we die.
If you want to ask a question, just give me a second in order to respond because I got to do a couple of things here. Now, I want you to notice this has been slowed down. And I also want you to notice that Charlie Kirk has already been shot. You ready? You ready?
Apparently there's been a shooting.
It's just, there's just so much. Before we had a flag and we had it so it's positioned above the tent so it would be in the camp. What was that?
Apparently there's been a shooting.
All right. Well, let me explain something else to you. This here was not only seen by this camera, but you notice that this insert here shows it near this balcony. The people along this balcony seen it. There was no report in any of the official, not even their own drone in the air. However, I will tell you that there was an aircraft that flew from a nearby airport that the black box was turned off on, which is illegal, that basically would have been the indication of a walk-in. In other words, they get in their plane, they take off, they fly the drone next to the plane until they get to the location, they drop the drone down, they take the shot, drone disappears, the plane disappears, nobody knows what happens. Can't even connect for sure the drone and the plane. This is a military operation. There's much more involved here than just 1 or 2 people or one person and his dad. Get it? So then we get to all these fake, propagandized theory. I don't know what happened, folks. You get something like this, and I guess you're going to have technical difficulties. Let's make sure I'm still online otherwise. 2, 3, 4. All right.
It completely cuts. Now, luckily, he was recording. This is just an insect flying by. I went through and magnified each of these things. Sorry, that one's an eagle. And you can see it's flapping its wings. It's back there over the valley. Bunch of birds diving on a lake or whatever it is. Here's a bird going behind this tree. video compression causes us to lose it in the mountain. Then it comes out in that dark area under the building. That's a bird. We see it flapping its wings and it flies into the tree. That's what birds do. Drones don't fly into trees. Drones crash in trees. So I went through here and I analyzed all of these items. There's an insect. You see it. I slowed it down. You see the wings flapping, the segmented body moving around. This is not a drone. This is a wasp or something flying over these kids' heads. And so I went through, I didn't just say every dot was a drone. And when we found something that did not behave like a bird or an insect, I said, well, now, wait a minute. The gunfire has just happened. I think birds generally fly away from gunfire and chaotic human activity. But yet, right after that shot, we have this thing show up, which flies into the frame any second here. And remember, that jet is doing ISR. That's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So maybe it's gathering intelligence about the site. Now they've done something, and this thing comes and does an orbital over the crowd. I don't see any flapping. I see a little bit of image compression around the sides of it, but it does this really smooth orbital right over the crowd. Why would a bird be interested in this chaotic human activity? That's a reconnaissance drone, I think. And then it flies away. And then we have this thing. Sorry, this is just the same thing, slow motion, so people can evaluate it. But we get a few things flying here. The next thing that shows up is another object that's kind of far away, so it's hard to tell exactly what it is, but as it gets closer to us, you're going to see it's emitting smoke. Look at that smoke trail, Clayton. That's not a bird, and that's not compression artifacts. That, to me, is either a lithium polymer-powered electric drone that's having an imminent failure and emitting smoke. Those batteries are very volatile and catch on fire easily. Or it's a gasoline-electric hybrid drone and it's burning gas. Then we have this fast-moving thing. In the first frame, you can see it looks like it's got wings, and it zips vertically up only in about 5 frames of video.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't. There's a lot that's make me want to even play this video anymore, because the simple factor, I think is what the guy is saying. So he doesn't have concrete evidence of this. So I hate to say it, bro. I understand you guys are legit and everything, but I don't see this as being a plausible, reasonable evaluation of it. Because even the expert is, or whoever the person is assessing it is I think.
Why? Because we cannot be absolutely certain. However, we can be certain that the FBI claimed, and so did all the event people, claimed there was 0 drones. 0, not 3. Now, if you went and you actually seen the original of this, I can pull out the fact that one of those drones sat down nearby where Robinson was reported to have been standing.
You got to pull that evidence in, sir. You got to pull that evidence. You can't sit in here and tell me that I have to go look back and you can prove it to me that way by me going and looking it back. You have to bring some kind of evidence with what you're talking about. I'm sorry, but this to me, I could understand, yeah, okay, drones being hidden, drones being small enough that they can cause something like this.
Okay,
and then saying that there's hold on, please. Hold on.
Place
let me finish.
bullet from. And the one thing that we do have that is positive is the shadow of the bullet in the frame.
That I can't even say that, because it's an outward movement in the videos that you showed, not an inward movement. And it doesn't show its matter. It shows that it's some black object flying away from his head. So this is where I come into the portion that, I understand you're credible. I'm not discrediting you at all, but you haven't brought me any evidence to prove me otherwise, to show me that to negate my mind any other difference. Okay. This video is a video that was taken. There are some items in there that are flying around or moving. Are we sure that it isn't or isn't it? When they showed the bird flopping around and it went towards the area, it looked like the same position that the drone was in.
So we have video.
Right. You have a video, and I see that. But in my conscience, thought, and process, what is described here isn't a factual, it's a drone. It's a I think idea. So if he can't classify it as a drone, then he can't classify it as a legit video to say, hey, this is the facts. Because you're trying to present facts to me, but it's not facts. The guy in the video.
Well, say it, I will, because I reviewed the same videos. I will say it. Okay. The ones that we're pointing out that are drones, because there's no way a bird can even accelerate that way without flapping its wings.
I understand that. I understand that. But
there's
all the videos that were taken that day, there has to be some proof that was not a drone. That was a drone, not a bird. You know, the thing that got me to stop this video is when they showed the actual bird in flight that looked like a bird and it was flapping and it went away from the tree, not into the tree, whatever. It was in the same area as that garage one where the drone came from the garage. So to me, I can't say yes or no. I can look at the video. It's made me wonder to think maybe there's a plausibility that yes, there's something different, and it could be something that is a logical idea or very plausible. But these videos don't show me that right now. I'm sorry to say that. So,
okay, let me specify on what our observation was, and it's very short. The drone that you can see that going away from the crowd and then takes a left-hand turn wide, that is definitely a drone. There's no bird flapping. There's no way that could accelerate. That is the actual drone that was carrying the gun, okay, because that sinks directly over the tent. That one I can tell you.
I mean, even I'm just gonna go back and rewind it just for a second because I don't see a single drone above the tent. The blue and pink or red tent right there in the left-hand corner is the tent that we're all concerned about, right?
Yeah, you have it right now. It's not moving. You're not going to get it, but there's one that moves away from the camera and then suddenly.
I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
That's
right here where they were talking to the kids.
The gun.
And he's talking about, oh look, it's a bird, it's a bee.
Something that did not behave like a bird or an insect. I said, well, now wait a minute. The gunfire has just happened. I think birds generally fly away from gunfire and chaotic human activity, but yet right after that shot, we have this thing show up, which flies into the frame any second here. And remember, that jet is doing ISR. That's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So maybe it's gathering intelligence about the site. Now they've done something, and this thing comes in.
Okay. That right there, that just happened. I can't tell you what that was that came up. It could have been a bird flying in that direction, but nothing's over the tent. That came from behind the crowd.
Above the tent. That's the size of the actual drone. When you first see it and he first marks it, it's actually coming from above the tent in front of the balcony. Okay. The hole
this
that I
item that you're talking about right here, which he has pointed that's coming into view right now, is over this garage.
The bullet was too far forward to have come from the balcony. So you put all these.
Listen to what I'm saying. The item that just shows up in this circle right here that pulls up into the air and shoots off to the left comes from back here. There doesn't come from the crowd area here, which is above the tent.
As simple as that. Okay. They don't have that kind of acceleration. They depend on their arms or their wings in order to be able to accelerate and
They've
gravity.
done something in this thing.
That's not going down. That's going up. That's raising up and
like a bird would do. A bird will fly up and away.
Moment that
it nowhere does it ever cross over the tent.
Its purpose. If it was there for its news,
nowhere does it cross the tent. And in the angle that you're talking about, that drone ain't even in close angle enough to shoot from the left side. I'm not here to debunk your theory. I'm not here to say anything bad, but what I see is a bird that flew from the back area this way and flew off to the distance left backwards. It got smaller as it went away. That's what I see. What this image in the circle is, the zoomed out image, That could be any kind of cropping, any kind of digital AI, anything that can be implicated as me putting it in there as a mask, if I know how to work with film and stuff.
And then
So
we'll look at the side view and actually capture the bullet coming at a specific angle. Between the front view and the side view, we can actually calculate exactly what that angle is, and it's too far forward from the balcony.
Okay. Bring up the calculations that you guys have gathered. John, give me 1 second. I'm bringing you up, John. Bring up the calculations that you guys have came up with. Show me the numbers, show me the angle, show me the trajectory, and then I could possibly believe that is a drone flying away from the scene.
Numbers. I'm showing you the trajectory. If you want to break out a compass and put it on your screen, go ahead. Okay, you have the side view, which is the one that you're showing right now, which shows the balcony to your right side. You can actually see how far back that is withdrawn from the tent. It does not cover the tent. Tent's in front of that quite a bit. But if you take a look at the angle from the front and the side, there's your angles. It could not come from the balcony.
And comes and does an orbital over the crowd.
It does an orbital over the
I see a little
crowd.
bit of image compression around the sides of it, but it does this really smooth orbital right over the crowd. Why would a bird be interested in this chaotic human activity? That's a reconnaissance drone, I
We have to
think.
walk through that forensic phase. We don't have to. This is enough in order to show it.
Nowhere did that fly over the tent, bro, from where he got shot, bro. That's from the front angle. The tent, if you look at the tent right here, this is where he was sitting. At this
No,
little table.
front. This is from the right side of the stage and on the balcony. Okay, this is the same guy that was interviewing the two kids. And his video goes from where he's standing on the balcony, far right of the tent. And then he goes down the stairs and he takes it down the stairs. He's looking for his son, which was reportedly within 10 feet of where Charlie was shot. So he's very concerned about his son.
Flies away. And then we have this thing.
What you're seeing.
Sorry, this is just the same thing, slow motion, so people can evaluate it. But we get a few things.
Hold on, boss. Hold on.
The next thing that shows up
the crowd
is
is
another object that's kind of far away, so it's hard to tell exactly what it is. But as it gets closer to us, you can see it's emitting smoke. Look at that smoke trail, Clayton.
That was originally above the stage, which is to your
Does
right.
Does anybody in the world see a smoke trail behind this in this circle?
That he was shot. So you have timing, you have the angle, you have everything.
Boss.
Go ahead and fast forward.
You can't just keep on rambling and rambling
Yeah.
and rambling and rambling.
You're just going over everything.
I'm gonna drop you off if you're gonna keep on doing that.
Yeah, you got to learn how to like wait, bro. You know, like you can't just go over everybody every time. That's not going to prove your point. We can't even hear you.
Yeah, and I'm not
You
doing
gotta
that
learn.
here. If you're gonna just overtalk everybody, I'll excuse the whole conversation. We'll change the conversation and do something else. You've been hogging the time for like 46 minutes trying to explain and make everybody believe your side of the story. I'm bringing actual questions to you and you can't answer them. You're telling me you got numbers, you got facts, you got this, you got that, but you only brought a video that was cropped and made to look like something happened. These circle bubbles that you have in here, or whoever did this video, it's their thought and theory of what happened. It's not actual facts. So you're blessing and you're basing your whole hypothesis and theory on the simple fact that this guy's correct because he's notable. Well, I don't believe the I think theory. I don't believe the, this could be theory. If you're going to sit here and talk facts, bring the facts. You said you got trajectory numbers. You got numbers that show the angle. You got all this, but you're not showing them.
Okay, I'm telling you from the original videos and being actually viewing them, not guessing. This is the conclusion.
I did too.
Okay,
I did too. I watched them the whole day after it happened.
Trying to convince people. You've asked questions. You've got your answers, and you don't like them.
No,
He
I
asked you a
have not
question
got an
and
answer.
rambled.
I have not got an answer. You went from one subject to another subject and rambled off that they all come back to the Charlie Kirk theory or conspiracy.
is because of legal reasons. I can
Well,
go.
then if you got legal reasons to be able to exclude information, then you shouldn't be speaking on these legal situations that can get you ramifications that aren't good. So if you're not going to bring the proof, don't come here without the proof.
I was there the whole day too, man. I saw all the original videos. I played them, slowed them down, 1.25 speed. I saw the lady that was outside of the event, and she saw the guy running on the roof. I saw that before it was on the news. You know, like I seen there was other videos that were from, if he's in center, southwest and southeast of him, and you can literally see he moved the same direction every time. Nothing else changed. The drones weren't even important. What are you bringing up the drones? Are you saying like they shot him with the drone?
Yes, that's what he's trying to say. He said the conspiracy is that these little dark dots in the screen here. Just hold on one second. Let me, John. John, look at this. He's saying that this video accounts for. Listen to what it says. It briefly filed out the flames that returns, appearing to leave a trail of smoke and exhaust. In this circle, where do you see a trail of smoke and exhaust coming from? Something that's flying that's microscopic in the air. You can't even see the damn thing, but yet you can see the trail of smoke that it left. Come the fuck on.
Yeah, it's just one thing when you're just getting too deep in conspiracies, bro.
Not only
and everything
that,
can't be a
this little
conspiracy.
circle right here that you have, that this person is cropped up, that can be done in any factor of AI. It's not part of the video. He did not zoom the video up. He did not show the video being zoomed to show this accuracy that he's so far intelligently putting out. So no, don't come with the BS. Don't come with it. Come with the effing facts. If you're going to come to my page, bring receipts. Simple as that.
I've watched Jason Goodman for years. I watched him when he was there on January 6th. He walked past the old guy who had the heart attack and passed away. Like, and then they try to say that old guy was killed in, he was 86th in a riot. That's not what happened. Like, they always try to spin these narratives. You know what I mean?
You can, John, here on this, I'm going to follow TOS rules. And if we're talking about the subject and not glorifying it, as long as the content is acceptable for the subject, you can use words like kill and was murdered and things like that. We're not going to get affected on that on this page, because this is more of I want this to be more of a technical situation. Like that guy's bringing that BS right there. No, I don't want to listen to the BS. Bring me facts. I want to see real facts. I want to learn real things.
This is what I'm saying. Like everybody, they go crazy with conspiracies, man. Like, why is it so hard to think that somebody wanted to H6 him? See, now I'm getting used to going to the other church. But why is it so hard for people not to believe that crazy people are out there? And they're some dude. Like, I literally seen this guy on the roof, dude, before they said anything about it on the media. There was video.
Hold on, John. There's a lot of conspiracies that fit with logic. Okay, with this. Okay, there is a lot of conspiracies that fit with logic and very plausible as far as the outside.
Oh yeah, I think that he was part of a group and they covered it up. They know that they covered it up because the group was talking about Charlie Sheen was going to get killed that day.
And not only that, but he sent a text out. To somebody saying that that's the way he felt was going to happen. And guess what? That could have been a text that was sent not from his phone, not knowing, and someone could have got his phone and sent that out, to make it look like that. But there's a lot of conspiracies around the Charlie Kirk thing. Did the guy get assassinated in front of America? Yes, he was assassinated in front of America. Was there something nefarious with it? Everything points and leads to yes. They covered something up. Something was covered up. So what that is, we won't ever know.
No, and all of these extra conspiracies are they're tainting everything. Because then, like, people who really want to find out what's going on, they'll hear something like this, and they'll spend the next few weeks obsessing over this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And knowing that, like, it's not real.
No, I wouldn't have no problem with keeping him on and keeping the discussion going. But the fact that he wouldn't shut up And I hate people who have to feel like they have to take the scene and they're right. It's just it's so asinine. Carry a conversation with us and be grown. Let somebody ask, you can answer. You ask, let them answer. It's a simple thing of logic as far as conversation. If you can't understand that, stay away from me. I don't want to carry a conversation with ignorant people. So, but
every time you asked him a question and you were talking, Max, like he just started going. And it was like, dude, like he knows we can't hear him.
Yep. And it's just crazy, bro. I really don't. It's very confusing, especially when you're trying to get something going and they add so many variables into the mix. Like he had time travel, he had the conspiracies of Russia, he added those conspiracies. You name the conspiracy, he added into that. Everything led back to Charlie Kirk's death.
You see what I mean? Like it's too much, bro. It's too much when you start hearing about Masonic and all this stuff, and it's like, dude, he was, like the entire group of a generation doesn't like him, and they're getting radicalized, and they're getting more and more brazen. Look at what happened. What was it yesterday in DC? You know what I mean? What
happened yesterday?
Somebody tried to shoot at the White House.
Yesterday?
It was either yesterday or the day before. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. 30 shots rang out.
I didn't hear nothing about that. I thought
that was
like
a transgender. No, it was yesterday. It was a transgender that came out there.
Yeah, because they had my son was up in Maryland and stuff like a month ago, and it happened then. That there was something. He had it was all blocked off. They couldn't go see the White House. They were had to stay 5 blocks away at the minimum. So they weren't even allowed to go see the White House because attempted shooting at the White House.
You remember the checkpoint too? Like soon as he got in there, somebody killed 2 of our service members. Like this keeps happening, bro, and they're not even making it a big deal anymore.
Yeah, no, but that was a minute ago. That didn't happen yesterday.
No, this one was from yesterday, dude. They tried to. Somebody was running a gun. It was like 30 shots rang off. There was 2 reporters on the air. That at the time it happened, you can hear it clear as day. Now, the 30 shots weren't from just the shooter because there was a lot of agents that returned fire on them.
I'm looking this up right now, so let me see if I can.
Yeah, he passed away at the scene. And and then they don't even talk about the mosque shooting that happened a couple of days ago anymore because the narrative is in what they wanted it to be.
Well, that's news anyways.
Yeah, but they stopped talking about it. You know what I mean? Like they stopped talking about it once it's not what they wanted it to be. If it was what they wanted it to be.
19 hours ago.
Yeah, man. You can hear it. There's a couple of videos. You can't see it. There's nothing there to see, but you can hear it when the reporter's on the air. You hear it pop. The guns start popping off. Bill and Sky were up here last night talking about it.
Oh, snap. The Guardian. Let's look what the Guardian says. The suspect who died after exchanging fire with the agent had tried to enter the complex last summer, records show. A gunman who opened fire outside of the White House on Saturday before he was shot by federal agents was allegedly known to the U.S. Secret Service, court records show. The man, 21, was taken to a nearby hospital before he later pronounced dead. He had previously tried to enter the complex, according to an affidavit filed in D.C. Superior Court in 2025, following an arrest nearby. The White House was briefly locked down shortly after 6 p.m. Saturday after the suspect approached the checkpoint at the gate near 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, took a pistol out and banged and fired. The Secret Service said officers returned fire. The agency said striking the suspect. The bystander who also was struck in the exchange, the Secret Service said, but it was unclear whether they were struck by a suspect shot or a return officer shot. No agents were injured. 100% will be the criminal's fault. That's why the government won't get in trouble on that one. and that's going to be facts. Watch the story come out. It was the criminal's bullet who hit the bystander. That way, the American government don't have to take responsibility for their wild shots they take on the streets.
Yeah, because like you heard it, bro. It was a lot of shots. So a lot of dudes were spraying. It's in every direction. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna try to find the video of it.
They say that there's videos of him afterwards, and then like there's videos of people from down the street, but I haven't seen any of like right around the area of where it happened. But there might be more today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people got cameras.
Yeah, or CCTV cameras coming out. People, there's a lot of people that just record CCTV all day, and then when something happens, they go back and watch it. Because like certain CCTV cameras, you can't rewind them when you're watching them. They just stay on live. Yeah, so there's some people that they're constantly recording certain areas all the time, and then they come out later. So I'm saying, like, people are dedicating their lives to certain things, certain things that we don't even know about, and then all of a sudden it comes out. But it's important, you know what I mean? Because without those people, you'll never see it.
Well, I mean, let's take the guy who was just now on here. I mean, it's very important that he has his theories and stuff out there, and that he brings, good information. I liked it. It was a great topic to start off with and go with. But you got to bring the facts, bro. You got to bring the facts. It can't be BS. I hate that when it comes to shit like that.
Got to be able to have a conversation too.
At the White House after a person opened fire right outside of a security checkpoint. The Secret Service says that suspect is dead tonight after officers returned fire. A bystander was also struck in the crossfire. Let's give you a live look tonight at the White House, where it is just after 1 a.m. Sunday morning. Here's what we know this hour. Authorities say President Donald Trump was at the White House at the time of the incident. He was not impacted, though journalists at the White House did hear the gunshots. They were told to take shelter in a briefing room. Tonight, we have audio of those shots being fired, reportedly up to 30 rounds going off in Washington, D.C. Let's take a listen. This video here captured by a passerby from a sidewalk not far from a checkpoint at 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue, right outside of a Secret Service area. A person approached that checkpoint shortly after 6 p.m., pulled a gun out of his bag and started shooting at officers. That's according to Secret Service. A Secret Service officer immediately responded, shooting the suspect, and a bystander was hit by crossfire. Fox News has identified that suspect tonight as Nasir Best, who later died at a hospital. A Reuters report says Best was identified as an emotionally disturbed person, and a stay-away order had been issued previously to him. A motive behind the shooting is unclear tonight.
He's transgender.
Man.
Yep. And he was already known it before.
Guns, man. Why do the crazies always got to get guns? That is...
That's what and it's
it's so easy to acquire a firearm, legally or not. And I don't recommend. I'm not advocating for it of any kind, but legally or not, it's so easy to get a firearm.
In certain states, like in other states, it's hard to even get a permit, or even there's not a lot of gun shops, and they're so regulated they would never sell you one under the books. But you go to other states and it's really easy. It's really easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can leave the state of Florida, go to, let's say, North Carolina. I'm up there. I can buy a pistol if I want up there, bring it back home. Nobody will ever even know I got it, depending on how I got it. I'm not saying it has to be legal. It's just very accessible.
Yeah, well, accessible. I can get one, but legally, or that's where it's really hard. You can get one on the street.
That was a mental case, brother. That was a mental case.
Yeah,
they literally said he suffered from mental, situations, and he was able to acquire a firearm and shoot off at least 30 rounds. So,
yeah,
like I said, it's crazy because it's so easy to get one.
Yeah, he got off at least 5 shots, and then they just emptied clips on him. You know what I mean?
Well, you seen in that video, the lady who was recording it, you can see the officers run across the street in formation towards the guy. So if the innocent bystander got hit behind that guy, then we know it was the police. But if that innocent bystander was on the side of where the police were on the other side of the street, then yeah, I could see the guy, you know, being at fault. And then it's over, null and done. He's gone, deceased. You can't get nothing from that. It's over with. Now it's been proven that it was the, you know, military or the police officers there who hit the innocent bystander. I think laws need to start changing for that reason.
They hit him. It was crossfire. Yeah.
It don't matter. I think
no, they hit him though. It was them that returned fire, and he was somewhere in the background, and they hit him with a crossfire. It was the police that shot him.
About. If the bullet was to penetrate the body, go through, hit somebody behind them, I can understand like collateral damage or any kind of, you know, accident. But you have trained officers who their whole livelihood is nothing to point that and pull that trigger if it's needed. They should be on point. Every bullet that they shoot should land on the body. Yeah. That's just my theory. Because if you're going to shoot 30 shots, that dude better look like Swiss cheese by the time it's done.
Yeah, or know your angles too. You know, like you should be looking around him, not just at him either. You know, especially if there's like 6 of you. You know?
Yeah.
Assume your guy first and shot you.
To get him without having to hit an innocent stop bystander, but that does happen. I can't say no to it. So.
Yeah, there's collateral damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like people go too deep in it, and it's just like, man, there's crazy people out here, bro. Like, you know, you gotta assume that.
And that's why I said, that dude had to come with receipts, man. He can't be sitting here telling me this, and that, and then wanting to take over the show, like, you know, he's gonna explain and change the world to people and make them believe his beliefs. I don't understand that.
Like you were asking him a question, Einstein, and before you can even explain why you were asking him the question, he just started going, and he wouldn't stop. And it's like you can't hear either one of you. You can hear you more than him, but it's just like, dude, like you're just saying the same. He's saying the same thing over and over again, thinking like if he says it enough times, if he says it like long enough, that somebody you're just gonna believe him.
But
it's like
I have the same theory on religious people. Religious people do the same thing. They like pound it in and pound it in and pound it in. And that for me, John, that's why I negate myself away from any of that. Because I don't if you're gonna try to force something on me, it's not worth me learning. It's not worth me learning. If you're gonna teach me about it, it's worth me learning. That's just it.
And then like when you go to the religious people, like you'll talk to 3 different religious people, and they're coming at you at 3 different points, and it's just like. Some you might be like, okay, well, I understand, and I'll get that. They'll take the time with you, but then others will just start, you know, damnation and all this other stuff. And like, I see people that are coming from religious perspective all the time, and I get it. Like, I tell people myself, I'm a cultural Christian, but I don't believe in the doctrine. You know, like I don't believe the Bible the way it's written.
A cultural Christian. That's the first time I've ever heard that. I don't know why that's funny, but a cultural Christian. What is that, John? Explain that, please.
Okay, look, like now when you look at societies and how they're structured and what is keeping them together, right? If you look at America, it is the culture of Christianity that has kept us this way, because there's a certain belief system in Christianity that is not only it's not only beneficial to them, it's also beneficial to everybody else. Like if you look at Islam, it is not that way. Then the Islam's culture and religion only benefits them. Jewish religion only benefits them more than anybody else. Now, when you go to a secular system, the problem with secularists, which is non-religion, it's basically what you believe now as a secularist in 10 years can be completely different. You know what I mean? You have no moral roots to it. You just move around. So like this is a big argument with deleting kids or deleting babies, you know, in the womb. Like that's what they believe now could be completely radicalized. Like say now they're like, first trimester. In a couple of years, it could be third trimester. And a few years after that, you have places in California where they're talking at least 2.5 years after the baby is born. You know what I mean? And they've already tried to sneak it in, and you could see it in, I can't remember what it was. It was a California thing. They were trying to pass a law saying that up to 2.5 years after the baby is born, you could do it, right? And then they say like, oh, you got to think about the mother, and the mother doesn't want to go through with it. And it's like, oh, okay, so you're saying that you want to go off a pregnant woman's emotions in the moment. You know what I mean? Because we all know pregnant women, their hormones are sporadic. You know what I mean? They laugh, they cry, they get angry all the time, all in like 20 minutes. So it's like you can't really go off the woman's emotions when she's pregnant, because when they're pregnant, they have crazy emotions. But they're just using these as an excuse, like, oh, the health of the mother, the well-being. First it was the health of the mother. Now it's the well-being of the mother, because now they're saying like, oh, well, if she feels like she can't handle this, and it's like, yeah, well, she's under a stressful situation, you know. But you can't.
Yeah, she is, John. But you got to understand that it's already been proven that doing these, procedures, as they call them, has affected females, in their reproduction, in their emotions, and how they grow to be more, female. That I say in the future, they lose a lot of things, especially when it comes to those. I've heard many of regrets of women who regret ever having procedures done like that, and they feel it. They still feel it to this day that it bothers them. So I don't know.
The lady from Roe v. Wade, it wasn't a real name, but like it was like a pseudonym. She regretted it after it happened, and she always regretted the fact that they used her as the example to try to legalize it. But nobody ever talks about that.
He said cultural Christian is like a non-religious Jew keeping the culture without being religious. That makes sense.
Yeah. You ever hear the Jewish people when they're like, "Oh, you're Jewish?" They're like, "Yeah," but it's like it's not what it used to be anymore. It's like we don't get the tax benefits we used to. It's like I'm still Jew because I like the tax benefits. Something. It's a joke with that.
Oh wow. Okay. About that life, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. So, yeah, I'm just trying to grow the channel, bro. Just trying to get it better. So, this is great talk, John, too. So, it's been clean, good conversations, and that's legit. So, everything's been on topic, too. So, it ain't well, sort of fared away. Now, I started out with the live Trump-China thing. Or not Trump, Putin and China. They're sealing agreements right now. And then we went into the Charlie Kirk thing, and then we went into aliens and time travel, and it's so daunting how conversations veer and get multiple different type of shit. Let me see, Dennison. Hold on, Dennison. I'm getting you, buddy. I was just seeing you, boss. I apologize. I stepped outside.
Yo.
Yes,
What
sir.
up, man?
What it do, Ski?
Chilling and shit.
Welcome, Dennison. What you got to say on the topics we just had? I know you probably were watching or chilling, or I don't know. It's Sunday.
Yeah, I was listening a little bit. I caught the tail end of, I guess there's some kind of Trump conspiracy.
Well, it was more it went to Charlie Kirk conspiracy deal is what we were last on with that gentleman. I don't think and then he was one mentioning some Trump conspiracies about the shooting and stuff. But other than that, it wasn't really about Trump. It was about Kirk. So, and then I debunked him really bad, and I think he got mad because he kept on talking about evidence, but he brought a video that a guy saying, I think.
Yeah, he was showing Jason Goodman's video. Because Jason Goodman's been all over this lately, and it's just like, dude, like you're going backwards right now, Jason. But everything's from a paywall. All his real evidence is behind the paywall, too. Remember that.
Yeah. So I just
That's
want to.
convenient.
Yeah, I just want to see facts, man. Don't bring me some bullshit.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I just want to know. I want to learn. If you got some facts and you're saying, hey, this is real. I got paperwork behind it. I got receipts behind it. Yeah, let's talk about it.
There aren't any facts to be had.
Yeah.
Well, I don't trouble myself with that kind of stuff anymore. Even if you look at the so-called conspiracy theories that are admitted to, there aren't any facts involved in those either. It's just the government actually agreeing with the narrative.
Yeah, it's pretty much what
Like
it is.
take MK Ultra for example, right?
Right.
We're all familiar with what that is, right?
Mockingbird.
There isn't really any evidence that ever took place. But we had people accusing the government of certain things, and then we had the government declassifying documents admitting to doing those things. But what else do we have? We don't have like testimonies. We don't have, dates and times. We don't have plane tickets, train tickets, camera footage, photographs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, receipts. We have no receipts.
Right. Same
Just
thing with
receipts. It's all
right.
about the receipts always, and I think that's important. That needs to be put out on the line. That if you're gonna
The
come with some
UFO thing,
bullshit,
yeah.
go to a bullshit channel. If you're gonna come
Like
with
from
some
my
facts,
perspective,
I
the
like
government is probably responsible for the flat Earth
pretty
theory.
much what it is.
Yeah,
my God.
like and we didn't go to the moon. Sometimes I think that's
Right.
China, but like sometimes it's like okay, there's too many, or the aliens, or what
Right.
is it, Mockingbird with the government, the people like the CIA and everything involved with the media. Like they'll admit to it now, but then like they'll just say like, oh yeah, well, we did have operations, but we ended them in the '60s. Like, no, you did not, dude. You just
Nah,
moved it to
nothing
something
like
else,
You just reclassified it. That's it. Just reclassified.
Or the Aurora Project. You ever hear that one with the Aurora Project?
Yeah.
Where it came out in the defense budget. What is it, an omnibus bill or something in the '80s? And that's the only.
That's probably that triangle UFO.
Exactly.
Is the Aurora bomber more than likely?
I remember when I was a little kid, when right before they disclosed it, every day in the newspaper there was a triangle UFO being seen, and the government didn't admit what it was, and then it just came out. I was like, yeah, it's called the U-2 bomber, the B-2 bomber. It's like we've had it for years.
Yeah.
And if we live long enough, they'll admit to it 50 years from now.
Yeah, what about the drones they had coming out the water last year? Nobody could identify them, but they did still have stuff coming out the water. But then finally, the government said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing. We're just doing surveillance and with new drone systems that we got." So they do declassify themselves a lot, but it's only too pertinent to the public of what they think the public needs to see or hear.
And they always say we wait until everybody's dead so that, people can't be held responsible. But at the same time, that also means you can't ask anybody who was there what happened.
What really happened? Yeah. They're just like, oh, well, he died a couple of years ago, so it was him. Like Kennedy, the assassination.
Right.
They kept holding off. And the next thing you know, it's like, dude, everybody that was involved is dead, and they're still not releasing everything. They're dropping it little crumbs here and there. But it's like, well, that's what they say. Like, we'll probably never know the truth, but we all have an idea.
Yeah. Hey, just let everybody know that the Gospel of Bob is running. If you do happen to come over here from there, you probably are on the wrong episode, on the wrong feed. I'll go on ahead and stop the restream so that way nobody gets confused. And I'm still going to keep mine going. So I'm not stopping. So if you gentlemen want to stay, you're more than welcome. Just letting everybody know. I see the views dropping, and it's usually when they start a channel. So if anybody wants to go over there, you're more than welcome to. I do believe that's what's going on. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, call open panel. So I will post that for him on my side, just because he's my brother, and a lot of people do come from over there to visit. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop the restream from over there, everybody. Just letting you know. Give me 1 second to post this. Y'all gentlemen can continue.
Where we at, man? Go ahead.
I think the Kennedy assassination has some of the most evidence available, but even then, it's government derived. Like we have evidence of Oswald's passports, his travels to Russia, the fact that he was on the FBI payroll, that shit he had, when he was working with the Cubans, and but again, that's still government sourced. So it's if you're a conspiracy theorist who thinks the government is always lying, I always find it comical when these people who think the government lies about everything all of a sudden is telling the truth when that truth fits their narrative.
Yes. It fits their narrative is the correct thing. So
yeah,
I don't believe any of it anymore. I think Jean Baudrillard was correct, and it pains me to admit it because I laughed at him as a teenager. But we live in an age of hyperrealism where symbols are more real than reality itself, and everybody's so brainwashed they don't even know up from down anymore. And we're at the level of propaganda where it doesn't even matter. The government can say and do whatever it wants. No one will have any idea what is real.
Yeah. Like even when you talk about the moon, either people are like we can't go to the moon, or people are like we've been way beyond the moon. You know what I mean? Like we got bases on Mars. You know, like this. It's like it's both sides have conspiracies now.
And intelligent people say things to me like we lost the technology to go to the moon. It's like,
oh, that pisses me off, dude. Like I'm just like, yeah, like they'll explain to you why we don't use it anymore. They stopped manufacturing they always go to the blueprints. And it's like, no, like they don't have the molds. It's not worth it for them to do it anymore. We're trying to do it a different way now, in which they did, even though the Artemis project is